Alright, everybody, let's get in here. Welcome back to our Embers of the Imperium game that we do every Sunday night with my friends. My name is Noble Crumpet, and I'm a variety streamer, but mostly stream art on Tuesdays and games on Wednesdays, and TTRPGs like this one on Sunday. We have one player who is absent today, Shepard, who is playing the Titan. We'll try and deal with them as best we can. But let's tune in and see what our allies are up to. Hello, allies and friends. We're live.
And enemies.
And enemies. And enemies.
That's right.
No, we're not enemies. We've talked it out and we've decided that maybe everybody's a friend. Okay, so
By convenience.
like I said, we have Shepard out today. Does anybody remember what happened last time? And we can just say that there was a big argument instead of going into the specifics.
We had knowledge that the Yin were using potentially doing something dangerous at a genetics compound at another planet in the system we were in. So we scooched ourselves and did a little sneak in the ship over to this planet to see what was going on. And we have landed.
Yes.
We snuck into the facility. It was a little bit of a goofy infiltration, but we got in. We managed to, at least for a few seconds, dress up like Brothers of Yin with a big cart and tried to start basically doing some sabotage covertly to mess up the genetics facility. And Nolly messed up rubbing a glue stick on a lever, and they got found out.
Yep. It was the stealth part of that failed, but your action can still stand. You did basically glue the lever down on the boiler to make it overload. So there's probably going to be, you know what? Let's do that now. Let's put a clock on the board, I think. I'll go find a clock.
There was fucking around, now there's gonna be finding out.
In this many things, there's going to be a finding out. Let's just call it that, and we will begin. So, Sin, you are on the ceiling and hidden in another room. Hold on. I do have a list of what rooms exist here. Somewhere. Where are you? There you are. You just left the chromatography testing facility, having found out nothing other than the Yin are there. The rest of you guys are in the stabilizer mixing vats area, which has a boiler that you guys were able to sabotage. And you've just been grabbed by one of the Brothers of Yin, who says, "You're not a Brother of Yin! We need to stop these people! We have intruders!" So I think we should roll for initiative.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
What's the one that we're rolling?
Hold on. First, let's get the turn order thing going. I don't know who
Okay.
rolled that. Let's just get rid of that.
Everyone
Let's.
clear out their things.
So they're gonna roll vigilance. I think you guys are gonna roll cool because they were not aware of you and you guys were aware of them. They actually have pretty good vigilance, so. Well,
Holy.
What the fuck is this roll?
Why are we getting just
Oh, because you guys all have purples in your. Oh wait, I have purple in my roll. Did I?
No, just
Yara,
No,
Yara
it's
does.
just
Oh,
all
my bad.
charges.
Okay.
I
Wow,
never cleared the queue.
So advantageous. You're gonna beat the zeros.
you're gonna beat any zero that comes up, dude. And that's amazing. That's on the.
It was like,
The green
also
dice.
Dollies are like all successes. Like it's just such a like snake eyes and boxcars. Nothing else.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know why I changed their minion group size, 'cause their vigilance is the same. And then I guess who wants to control Shepard? Talking about lack of agency and all that.
Whoa.
Oh!
Robot beep boop.
Thankfully, yeah, she's a robot and a pacifist, so I guess if someone can deal with that.
Actually, Dan, why don't you control Shepard for a bit, because
Okay.
you two have the the medical stuff, so you feel like you can go back to back if some medical stuff fails.
Yeah,
That's
like
fair.
set people up. I'll
Yeah, yeah.
try and click. Where does initiative live? There it is. Cool.
You obviously know more about healing than anyone else here.
Oh,
so
she has stuff in there. Shit. Rid of
Way
that.
to quickly clear the dice pool. Oh my, the dice pool seems empty though.
Because I just emptied it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Oh, she got a triumph.
I also
So-
got a triumph.
So yeah, if
Of
anybody
course,
gets
Shepard is the only other character with weird combat issues because they don't use weapons.
Of course. So with a triumph on initiative, you can perform one free maneuver immediately. So Nolly
Oh.
and Shepard. And-
Where's the Yin Brotherhood guy? Because Shepard would probably just immediately get him in the space to subdue him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also want to make
Shepard
sure we
would
have
immediately
enough.
try to cover his
3,
mouth and
4,
stuff.
5, 6. There's 6 party members, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're good. I just wanted to make sure. Because I know that there was like some bad. There was at least one bad purple roll in there, but I think it's fine. Okie doke.
Didn't roll.
Oh.
So is
What the fuck?
So Yara got a failure on initiative. How would that even manifest on the?
Oh, I rolled
Turn
twice
around. I rolled
because the
again.
first one. Yeah, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why.
I know.
Because you rolled twice.
I was wondering if I needed to delete a PC slot. So Sin, definitely
think-
roll that. I think I'm
I
just
think
going to
you need
delete
to
one of
delete
the
the
zeros.
04.
04? Okay. It's been deleted.
Yeah, the 04 was Yara's purple roll, I think.
Be over.
Okay. We should be good to go now. There is a
Okay.
PC slot up first, but first let's do the free maneuvers. We're gonna assume that the Yin are all kind of like in the same room together, all probably within like they're gonna work as a minion group still, but they're all generally within short or engaged range with all y'all. But they're gonna be engaged with Nolly specifically.
Yeah, you had said that the Yin like grabbed her. Can my maneuver just be breaking the grip, essentially?
Sure, a disengage.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Okay, that's the free before combat maneuver.
Okay, that sounds good. What about Shepard?
And Shepard's would be to try and corral them so that they can't escape the room. In between the doorway.
Okay,
Engaging them.
Shepard blocks off maybe the exit and engages the Brothers of Yin that are nearby. Okay, who wants the first PC slot?
Maybe Shin should try and grapple people like Ali probably would. How does this work? It's a brawl check or how we do this?
I still
There's
have
a-
never looked up the rules for grappling, but I assume
There
it's
is
just
no rule for grappling. So there's a talent called Grappler that prevents a person from from disengaging. There is that. It's just like a passive thing for preventing disengage. What the Shepherd has is knockdown on their fists that you can use. I think it's like two or three advantages to.
They have a stun
Trigger.
quality.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is, stun. Because
yeah, knockdowns on everybody.
Yeah, everyone has unarmed, which is damage equal to your brawl, or brawn, crit 5, and has knockdown and can do strain or wound damage.
But Shepard can, I believe, just deal strain damage in addition to the based on the advantages or something that they deal. Is that how that
Maybe,
works?
yeah.
I think that's what
I'm not sure.
Shepard's talent is. I can try and
I'll
take a
dig around in their character sheet.
Okay, yeah, please. Maybe somebody else goes instead of Shepard then while we look that up. Zaldenrock's got a ranged weapon. I don't
Oh
know if
yeah,
you-
I can put an arrow in this man.
Yeah, that's what you want to
You
do.
take them out.
Yeah, why not? Okay,
Hunter, airhole this man.
time to do that. Okay, what's the
We'll say
difficulty
that you're in
such?
short range, so I'll say that there's like a bunch of equipment in the room scattered everywhere. Easy to find cover, so I'm gonna say that everybody is gonna have defense 1 unless they're engaged with somebody. Does that sound good? or sound like it is a terrain feature that makes sense.
Sure. So that's what, 1 purple?
It's going to be 1 purple because you're in short range, and then
Yep.
add 1 black die because of the
Black die.
terrain.
And I'm gonna maneuver aim, so that's a boost.
Makes sense.
Needle bow. Go. Haha.
Ow.
Awesome. That's a hit. And that deals 6 damage. Here's 6. Convenient. I don't have to do math. So let's... I don't like the new jump gate thing where their health bars are invisible if they're not full. That's a shame, because I would like to know how much hit points they have. Okay, so that should kill
yeah,
1.
I can't see my hip, like,
Yeah.
all my bars anymore.
If you type in it, then it'll appear. I wonder if that's a setting I can change now that I've upgraded to jump gate. Either way, let's change these minions to 1 less minion. Ugh! You kill 1 guy, and he goes down. His white robes are now stained, and his gown like falls and reveals his bald, diseased head as he
Somebody put
tumbles
that
onto the
back
ground. Put that mask back on him. All right, NPC turn. Let's have them act. They're engaged with Shepard, but that's a giant Titan. I think they're maybe gonna run away from that. Maybe they don't love dealing with that. Let's have them just disengage. They're just gonna kind of take a step so they're not next to them anymore. We'll still be in short range of everybody. Let's have them pull out their concealed Magno Thumpers. As you do. Who are we attacking? I don't know if we attack Nolly, who kind of just looks like a child to them. But I think they'd be willing to attack Zaldenrock. They can't aim, so let's just do... Here's their dice pool. Difficulty 1, 1 black die, and Magno Thumper. Ooh, they got a threat. Let's give them black die. And they're gonna hit you, Zaldenrock, for 9.
Alright, so that's 5 damage with 4 soak, right?
That's correct.
Yes. Maya.
Yep.
Alright. These guys are done. They pull out this, man, what does a Magno Thumper look like? What do we want a Magno Thumper to look like?
I've read this
know what it
before,
looks
and what I think I imagined it... Oh, what does it look like, Shane?
Thumper from Bambi.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic.
No, I imagined it, the way it's described, it's like a holdout pistol, but specifically it's one that just uses like a one-shot super magnet to just send a giant metal slug out. So I imagine it's like a tiny holdout pistol grip and just a big fat tube on it, and it just shoots once and just boom,
So it shoots 1 big-ass cartoon bullet?
basically. And maybe it's made of rubber, maybe it's
We'll call it a
metal, who
hand
knows?
cannon then, and just make that sound.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, maybe not that one. That one's quite large. But whatever.
I'm thinking more like you know how the gravity gun has like 1 charge, or like blam, like it just bap something.
When
Like
it's
that.
souped up?
Yeah.
Could be. Either way, let's say that it's we'll call it a hand cannon.
The snub-nosed coil gun.
Okay. I believe
Small
you.
even by pistol standards.
Oh.
Oh, you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's Men in Black Noisy Cricket.
Yes, exact. That's what I had in mind. Like the cricket with like an open barrel on it, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Then it looks like that. These guys are done. Who wants the next turn?
Nolly can take the next turn. And I also looked up Shepard's thing. For all intents and purposes, what it means is in 2 advantage increments, Shepard can spend to do 2 stun.
Okay. That's a weird, but sure. I guess it means they can't just do a minimum.
Yeah, and it's because it's based on various ranks. Like if they had ranks in coordination, they could spend 2 advantage to do 3 strain rather.
Oh.
You know, it could be better if they had ranks in coordination, but
Yeah, they have none.
yeah. So at base, it's just 2 to 2.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Nolly shakes herself, shakes the guy's arm off. They start, backing away, and yeah, we're gonna go for a Veribui punch. We'll close the gap.
Okay, you maneuver into engaged range.
Don't touch me, gross bald guy. And,
Get back
yeah.
here! You're human and female.
Ugh,
make
don't
this
like
weird.
that.
Don't like that.
Stranger danger.
Would you like a Werther's original?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's the creepiest fucking thing you've ever said.
Okay. Difficulty 2.
Yes, because you're melee. They have
Okay.
melee defense
also,
1.
Shepard, I don't think Allie ever remembers this because it doesn't come up a lot. She has back-to-back, so technically you get a boost from Allie just being there.
Actually, they disengaged from Allie, unfortunately.
Oh,
did.
damn it, you're right.
I know. I was really hoping to set that up, but so actually,
Never comes up.
You could have
yeah,
Shepard
well,
go first
happens-
instead.
Yeah,
if
we
you
can do
want.
that. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Shepard takes a step forward and punches the guy. So basically, the stuns are irrelevant in this case because Shepard would try to take this person out, right?
Yeah, I mean, we assume
You can always-
all the
you can
time that
always-
Shepard is doing non-lethal.
Yeah, your
Okay.
unarmed can always just do strain instead of wound damage.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
gonna.
Oh wait, there's no difficulty on that.
Oh, difficulty
that's
2 with 1 setback because they have. I've realized that I've created a situation where there's just always a setback against them because they have melee defense 1, range defense 0, but I've said that at range in this room we have cover. So just always a black die.
Damn. Nothing.
Oh,
That's
wait,
a
oh.
Praetorian defender.
Oh, that's
Wrong
also
gun.
the wrong one.
We'll get him
Okay,
next
hold
time.
Shepard fiddles
Okay,
with their
Okay,
stuff.
this is the weirdest. Still
God
nothing
damn
to
it.
try out.
Okay, so you can't activate crit on that, but what you can do is maybe, you could upgrade maybe Nolly's check with it. Maybe that's
Yeah.
the setup.
And you could spend those 2 advantage to do stun, right? Which would just do 2 strain.
Yeah, Shepard
I mean, I could
grabs
just also
one of
give
the
you a
brothers of
boost die.
Yin and turns towards Nolly. What would you like me to do with this?
Yeah, just setting up football punt style.
We'll deal 2 strain to them, which for them is just wounds because they're minions.
And
All
now
right.
you get a boost die if you engage.
NPC
No, you get an upgrade.
You get both.
Oh,
Back-to-back
yeah,
is-
because of back-to-back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, back to back is the boost, and you get the upgrade from the Triumph.
Okay.
Yeah.
The NPC, the second NPC turn is going to go. This brother of Yin is not engaged with Sin, but they are in the same room. They do not see Sin, so they're going to maneuver to close a range band and get into the next room. And then they are going to. They're not allowed to spend strain, so I guess they'll just spend another maneuver and maybe get engaged with Shepard because it's the biggest thing in the room. And support their dying allies. So they're going to end their turn.
Nice.
Done. Next PC
I'm-
turn, it's just everybody
Yes.
else.
I will just. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna chase after these guys, and it's like, oh, they're going somewhere. I should rejoin the party. Chase after them and murder them.
Okay.
No, I think that sounds good. You can do that. That doesn't affect what Nolly's about to do. So
And
They
if you
are
engage, you
2
get the boost from
maneuvers
Shepard.
away, so you will need to spend 2 strain.
I will spend 2 strain.
Unless, of course, it's a ranged attack.
Sin using ranged attacks.
I figured I'd just let people know so everybody
No,
has
that's
knowledge.
You're very
Range
nice.
Melee.
I throw a punch. No, that's
We don't
Shepard's
do
thing.
that too.
And you get a boost die.
Ah, yes. Okay.
You're back to back.
Yep, because they are back to back to Shepard now. There's a chain of advantages.
What's the difficulty to hit these guys?
It's 2, and then there's 1 black die. Looks like you also have a black die from something else, but I don't. That might have just been from a threat or something. So maybe apply that, and then we can get rid of it this turn.
Okay, sure. So 2 black die.
Yeah, it's okay. We got to challenge Sin a little bit with these dookie little men.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, Mazel Tov.
Hey.
It's technically a success and a triumph. Okay. How would you like to spend the triumph? You can use it to just kill one of them if you'd like.
I will use it to kill one of them. I'm gonna
There-
shish kebab.
Their minion group goes down to 1. They have 5 hit points left because this is a smaller minion group. How much damage do you do with this? Is it more than 5? Or 5 or more?
If I spend a story point, which I think I will, I'm going to add my agility, so it'll make it 7. So yes.
Awesome. And I'm going to try and be on this a little bit more, but describe it.
Okay, so Sin is going to leap down from the ceiling after skittering over the ceiling through the door where they came through, and just spear both of them in one shot while they're approaching Shepard.
All right. We'll say that Shepard has distracted them enough for you to stab them unheeded.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
Awesome. Next PC slot, and these guys go down, and I'll get rid of the lowest NPC slot.
One thing, I don't know if story points are synced because Sin did spend a story point to do that.
Shiz. I never, because we came in a little late, I forgot to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everybody should be set now. Oh, 1 less because Shepard's not here. Okay.
So it's a 4-2, right?
Yep.
Yes, 14.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. Now let's just get this out of the way. We'll rehash everything we said. Yeah, don't touch me, stranger danger. Nolly runs in and gives a jet-assisted uppercut to one of these guys.
My Worthers!
All right, yeah. So difficulty 2, 1 black die, boost die, and an upgrade. Excuse me?
That's a Nephros roll.
That yes. That is
I'm impressed. Oh
amazing.
boy.
It's not even that the bad die were that bad. It was just the good die decided no.
Just didn't show up.
This is the most impressively unimpressive roll.
You like zoom over there and fucking blast your uppercut, and it scares the shit out of these guys, giving you a single advantage. And because it looked so cool, you recover some strain.
Sounds good. Yeah. Why not?
And wow, I missed. She's loaded. She's got the whatever those things are that the laborers use. I don't know what they're called. I'm not in shipping.
Jim from shipping.
It came from. They probably stole it from shipping. We gotta check over there now too. Somebody get the alarm system going. Okay. Next PC turn.
I still have to go. I'm gonna shoot them to try and keep them from moving.
Okay. They are engaged to everybody, so
So even if they tried to move, that wouldn't work. Okay, I'll just shoot them for damage.
I'm just saying that if you shoot them, it will upgrade the die. So there's a chance that it could hit an ally.
Yeah, I'm not good at punching things.
Cybernetics maybe do it.
I don't have the cybernetics yet. I can't make that choice.
All right.
I'd rather just shoot them either way. So it's difficulty 2.
Pretend it was cybernetics.
And maybe
Yeah.
your character maligns the fact that they can't just engage and help and have to risk a riskier shot, and maybe that weighs on them.
Maybe. All right. Yeah, they're just gonna shoot. It's difficulty 2, 1. Or sorry, 2 with 1 setback die, right?
It's difficulty 1 because it's short range. Upgrade it so it's going to be a red die.
Okay.
And then setback 1 black die. It's not that bad still.
Okay. Yeah. I just barely hit,
Yeah.
but I hit. 7 damage. Pew.
Awesome sauceum. That
I
should.
wasn't bothering with the making them stay still. I'm just shooting them. And I use quick draw so I don't have to worry about item inventory.
Okay,
And I'll use my maneuver to give whoever's coming after me a boost.
okay, doke. They have 2
Just
soak,
stand here.
which is not a lot. So they take 5 damage, which means it's easy math. I can just reduce their numbers. One of them goes down.
And I helped.
And
Okay,
Kiara
that
kind
was
of like
done.
ducks down and shouts, "Hey, over here!" Distracting one of them. Next PC turn. We're almost at the top of the round, so I think it's Krav.
Just me. But the question is this: how far away am I? Like, can I get to short range, or is that impossible? Because I'm at the hardest.
Yeah, you're all. I said you're all in short range.
In that case, I'm gonna do this. Since we're in the short range, I'm gonna do as a maneuver. I gotta do a skating tirade. I got a boost from Dan, 2 difficulty coercion check. Boost from Dan. And then let's see, 19 coercion checks.
Sounds like a good check.
Yeah.
Can
Okay,
I
so-
ask how, like, what are you doing during your skating tirade? You don't have to give exactly what you say, but, like, what are you doing?
I'm basically going to like calling them like imbeciles for like don't you imbeciles realize your a genetic medication has been tampered by the Mohawk gene sorcerers?
You realize you're compromised. Awesome. So, what is the effect?
Okay, I mean,
Points to like a sloppy bench. And you call this lab organization?
yeah, it's like, let's see. For each success, one enemy within short range suffers a strain. So basically, and each enemy affected by the character's skating tirade add 1 setback dice to all skill checks they make for a number of rounds, which is 3.
Okay. I'm going to put a 3 next to them. They already have a setback die, so this is going to give them an additional 1 for the next 3 rounds. And they're going to take 1 strain because they are 1 enemy. So only one of them is, like, affected by this. Awesome. Okay.
It's like oh, go ahead.
No, nothing. I just thought you were done.
Oh no, that's me done as a maneuver, and there's like other, because one is cowering, but the other is still going. It's like, hey, I said knock it off, and I'm gonna shoot them.
Get your bench in order.
Yep, and then let's see. What's the difficulty if I'm shooting them?
1. But enemies or allies are engaged, so it's difficulty with 1 upgrade, and there's a lot of cover, so 1 setback as well.
Okay, and then let's see. I'm gonna go full auto, so I'm gonna increase difficulty by 1. Okay, and then okay, let's see.
Okay.
Oh, so that's not a hit. That's just what do we call this? It's not snake eyes because those are triumphs.
It's the boxcars.
Sure.
Impressive.
We call it impress. I don't know. They look like eyes. I was trying to come up with something. You could. It says here with 2 triumphs, you can destroy the target's weapon or a piece of their equipment. So I don't know. Do you want to destroy their? Actually, they aren't wearing any armor. The only thing you can destroy is their Magno Thumper.
Yeah, the noisy crickets have gone silent.
Hey, stop that! And you shoot, and it just happens to land exactly where you intended and shoots their small gun out of their hand. You only shot out one of their hands, so I will, when they're attacking, treat them as a minion group 1 lower.
Okay.
Awesome. Is
You
that
miss.
it?
Yeah, for me.
Okay. Top of the round. Let's select everybody. Their turns. All right. Who wants it? Also, your threat, I incremented the boom by 1 step. It's a 3 slice clock.
Okay.
Shepard will just punch again. Just get that out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we just do and then nollie punch.
All right, we do a 1-2. Hell
Bonk.
you. That should hit. Plus brawn.
Shoo-doo. Oh, +4.
Yeah, so that's
No.
7, right?
You just add your brawl to it. The damage?
Your brawn to the damage.
Yeah.
So is that 4?
Where's her brawn? Yeah, her brawn's 4.
Okay, so that's 7 total. Their
Bonk.
soak is 2, so that's going to do 5, so that takes down another one.
She knocks out one.
Yeah, takes down.
Yep.
Their wounds are the same as their strain for minions,
Yep.
so
Yep.
you just assume they're knocked out. Shepherd, I don't know, grabs one and bangs them into the wall or something. It is sleep time now, and then kind of lowers them gently onto the ground so they're sitting, but unconscious.
The next person gets a boost.
Awesome. Shepherd tells Nolly to look out or something. And let's have the brothers Yin, there's now just 2 of them, go after Nolly.
Wait, hold on a second. Does she have a maneuver that she can do that helps with land? What's it? Bodyguard. Oh, nah, no.
That just like gives people defense but causes strain.
Yeah, I'll save it for now. We've got this in the bag.
All right.
It hasn't been heard yet.
The brothers Yin, one of them is going after their weapon to get it back in their hands, and discover that it's broken. So only one of them is going after Nolly. You're the one that started all this. And actually, maybe they don't go after you. Oh, interesting. No, I think this is fine. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. They're gonna use their Magno Thumper. Okay, it doesn't have like a loading property. Does limited ammo mean they have to spend an action?
I think
It does. It does need a maneuver to reload, so I can't do what I want to do. Okay. Instead,
Also,
they are.
for.
Yep.
I was just gonna say for Shepard, the maneuver there is the like assist maneuver, so we could say that Shepard assisted Nolly, so that there's a boost plus the back-to-back boost.
Yeah, I think Yara did
Oh, okay.
for Shepard. So they're gonna disengage, as a maneuver, and then for their action, they're gonna do a second maneuver and attempt to pull the lever on the boiler. However, it has been glued, and they cannot. Though Nolly, is there like some like brawn check or something they can try to make to pull the lever that's been glued?
Yes. Let me read the details. It requires a formidable athletics check to break, unless you have the specific proper chemicals to remove it, and then it's an average knowledge science check.
Interesting. They might have the chemicals
Yeah.
nearby, but that seems a
They
little.
wouldn't know to use them.
They wouldn't
ahead of
know.
time.
They could do that if they were not in combat. So I'm gonna just
Yeah.
roll with it. I'll maybe upgrade this and spend a story point. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm-
another fun one too, depending on how this goes, is despair may be spent to have the object break before the adhesive does.
Oh.
It's like you could have, depending on this roll, you could be like, oh yeah,
Break the lever.
the lever snaps instead of the adhesive.
All right. Let's have them make a brawl check. No, not brawl.
Athletics, formidable.
Athletics. Okay, they don't have that, so they're just gonna make a brawl check because they don't have any ranks in it. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought would happen. Okay.
He did get a despair. He just can't do it.
Yeah, he just can't do it. That's fine. So he's pulling on the lever. No, it's going to overload. And I think that's his turn. Somebody want to punch this guy? Well, these guys.
These men.
Call in to punch this man.
Nolly, you want to go punch the guy?
She's down for the punching. And I will use a player story point to give this an upgrade, so it's going to be basically the same pool as last time, because now I no longer have the back-to-back bonus.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Strategically speaking.
Yeah, let's run it back, and hopefully no blank.
I'm sorry. Damn.
Incredible.
Incredible stuff, this game. You slam into the boiler, and the brother of Yin just kind of backs away. Ah! You've done something to it! Alright. Anything else, Nolly? I guess you've done a maneuver.
Yeah, she maneuvered, punched, and I think When she misses, she'll sort of like, when she pulls her arm back, swat at the brother again to get him off, like staggered to assist. Basically, she'll take 2 strain to help the next person to hit them.
Sure. You pull him off of the lever with your other hand.
Yeah.
Next PC turn.
I mean, I try to shoot him.
Okay.
Maybe I just do actually, you know what? Instead of that, maybe I just, no, I don't care if Nolly gets shot. Yeah, we'll do the assist.
Okay. And the assist is your second maneuver?
Yes, so that was her double strain.
Okay.
Or the 2 strain, rather.
Zolnrock. Got something to say?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to shoot this man.
Okay. Same difficulty, but an upgrade because Nolly's now engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So setback, purple, upgrade, maneuver, aim. I'll use a story point to upgrade it. Kind of
Yeah, even that story point pull out.
even the odds.
Never tell me the odds. I don't like
Oh
math.
gosh.
Oh!
My.
Oh, my eyes!
I think you could just kill them with the triumphs.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe
Crit these men.
Do you want to break the machine in some useful way? Maybe. I mean, maybe you got a trick shot 007 style.
Yeah.
This is like
how-
recover ocelot shit.
You're gonna kill these men, Zaldenrog. Is there anything that you would like to do, and how would you like to describe it?
Okay, so the only thing I can think of is like I shoot them so hard through both of their heads that the arrow sticks into a wall or something, and they're both just like suspended, hanging on the arrow. But that's probably not physically possible.
It is in the Half-Life universe.
Yeah, it is in 2 Triumph Land.
It is in 2 Triumph Land.
Because
So-
I just want to go back to recover the arrows later, and I want to just like pull it out, but then all of a sudden they just kind of drop to the floor, being like, ugh.
Sure. And after all, these arrows are like special arrows. These
yeah,
are like
they're super special, awesome, chocolatey fudge super arrows.
well, because they're like nano arrows. Like they're so
Yeah,
thin. It's like nanowire in
You have to
D&D.
grab them at a certain part of them to actually not just slip out of your hand.
Exactly. All right. So they go through their heads cleanly and staple them to the wall. They don't have time to think or talk. Shepard winces and is maybe a little disappointed. All right. Let's just grab everybody and clear the turns. It looks like you might have been caught on camera inside of the room. So I'm gonna spend a story point and say that an alarm sounds. Let's keep going, shall we?
Can I go putz with? Is there a way to access the terminal or fuck with the camera system? Want to
Uh,
hack something?
Well, I mean, the alarm has already sounded, but you could take out the cameras.
Yeah, if I took out the cameras, we at least could. They would be blind knowing where we are as we move. So let me try that. Can I get into a terminal?
Sure. Let's have you make a computers check to get into the system. We'll call it difficulty 3.
All right.
I'll gather my arrows.
Oh yeah. Easy stuff.
You're in. However, with the threats, it's taking a little longer than anticipated. So let's accelerate. Okay, you're in, and with the triumphs, I'll say that you were quick enough to disable the cameras, and you were able to enact that command immediately. All the cameras,
Okay.
their little lights go off, and they're no longer working.
Yara just kind of looks at. Okay. Easy terminal, but they know we're here. They're just not gonna know where we are through sight. We've blinded them for now, but we got to get moving.
Okay. So where do you guys want to go? There's a little bit more to explore. The boiler exploding will probably destroy everything in this room. It probably won't destroy the entire facility. There are other rooms. There's you guys started in the storage area, passed by a distillation area. There's a protein sequencing area, a stabilizer mixing area with vats where you are in currently. That's going to be destroyed.
I
Sin
wanna
came out
get
of the
a
chromatography
sample
place,
of the mixing stuff for
and
later
then there
stuff.
is a shipping area. Okay, so you want a sample of what they're mixing?
Yeah,
Okay, that sounds
science
fine.
lookup stuff.
Do you want to yell at somebody else to do that while you're on the cameras?
Yeah, who's? I'll tell. I guess
This
I'll
does not
tell
require
Shepard.
a roll.
Okay, I'll tell Shepard to just go do it since they have enough bulk to carry anything.
Shepard is a tall person and goes over to the vat and kind of sticks a spare tube in there that they found in the chamber and plugs it up and puts it in their inventory. Complete.
Cool.
Next mission.
All right, next, maybe we go to. Do we want to go to shipping? We want to destroy their operation, right?
I
Potentially.
think some certain samples are temperature sensitive, so the boiler will definitely assist with that. But yes, let's go.
You also
you
don't
treat-
know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the protein sequencing, we could go into that area to figure out. I'm just trying to, because where would be the best place you think to go to get answers?
Probably
either
there.
protein sequencing, yeah.
Okay.
And then I think it's still reasonable for us to go to shipping to try and potentially destroy any already made samples that are ready to go out, you know?
Yeah, that was kind of my
I
theory.
think I was like not gonna do a check, but I think because the boiler is gonna blow, I think I'd like an easy check for science from Yara, like just a
Okay.
difficulty 1, because the direction that you go could be pertinent. If you know a room explodes.
Okay, that's fair. What's the difficulty?
1.
Let's see if we take unnecessary damage.
Nope, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm doing pretty well with those triumphs.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The-
I'm sorry.
I transferred them all over.
Yara knows
for real, on.
Yara knows plenty about things. And
The exhaust port would have to go this way. Da 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 da.
yeah. Protein sequencing is going to tell you what they have done to alter the genetic formula. Chromatography is going to tell you what this pharmaceutical normally does.
So
Or-
couldn't protein sequencing seems to make more sense because we could reverse infer what it normally does then, right?
Probably, yeah.
Protein sequencing it is. Let's head there.
Okay. You guys rush into there as the steam starts to build in the boiler room. It's only a matter of time before it can't take anymore. Hopefully the duranium piping can handle it. All right, you rush in there. And you see somebody at a desk, and they have kind of stopped what they're doing, and they are like looking around. What is going on? I do not understand. An alarm here? And they look around and see you guys approaching. You see a older Letnev woman, and she's in lab gear. She raises her hands up and says, "Excuse me, I think there has been some mistake."
That's weird.
Yeah, totally. Mistake.
As everyone's striding in, Nolly is going to say to these people, keep your hands up and drop the Magno Thumpers. We'll let you get out if you just don't get in our way.
I do not have weapons on me. I am just a scientist working here in genetics laboratory. It does not matter who I'm working for. I just will work for science itself. Do not harm me, and I will not resist.
Shepard's like, good. I will escort you to safety after this ordeal if you do not resist. And they're just gonna go and hug them. Just
Please
pick them
do
up
not.
and get them out of the way.
Please do not touch me. I can handle myself.
Consent is ignored.
Consent would probably be ignored.
Do not resist. You are being rescued.
You are being rescued. Then if they will follow Shepard, then Shepard won't grab them. If they willingly kind of step up and follow.
Yeah,
them.
they step aside and let you do stuff. Please,
Yara kind of saunters over.
I have been
So
working
what are
here
you-
for years. All right, even before Yin took over, before Winu took over, before Hakan came here. I just want to do my work. Okay, there was a little bit
What
of a
did-
gap, but you know,
What is your
What
work?
is your work?
I'm a genetic scientist. And it fascinates me, and most of the people are okay with me staying here and working because I am very good at it. I've had lots of years to study.
Have you worked with the Mahakt?
I do not know, and I do not care.
What specifically is the work that you're doing here right now?
Ah, very interesting. I am doing protein sequencing. They wanted me to change these genetics to their specifications. It looks very interesting. You see, it alters their DNA. This is how this thing works. They think that they think I don't know that they are making drugs, but I know that this is obviously hydrocericase or high C. It's everywhere in the galaxy, but it comes from here.
What does High C do? Would we know this, or should we make a check?
Somebody make a streetwise check. Difficulty 2.
I can do that.
Are we
Got
sure
it.
his name? This character's name isn't Heisenberg.
Oh wait,
Mhm.
no. I'll try.
My
I don't
name
have
is Marcel
streetwise.
X Fallon Otipi.
Haha.
That's Shepard.
Let me cook.
Okay.
Let him cook.
We do need a difficulty.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I also
you
want to
can't
just
just-
say,
You can't
I
just
did
do
good.
that.
I also just want to say, Nolly has 2 ranks in this. She could make this check as well.
Well,
It's fine if
I'll-
Zaldenrock
I'll
tries,
go-
yeah.
No, I think this is fun if Zaldenrock is the drugs bird.
That'd
Yeah,
be
that'd
fine.
Oh, I love
What is the
Yeah,
that.
so
difficulty?
does Yara. Oddly has Streetwise too.
Zaldenrock turns towards the person and goes, drugs. It's a bird meme. It's a meme for the birders.
So what's the difficulty?
A 2. It's still 2.
Okay.
Let's try that again then.
You may.
You still got
Ah.
it. You're good.
Even better. And
did
you got an
good.
advantage. You can maybe boost somebody else's check or something.
Well,
Yeah.
someone who was younger.
Just the next person.
Yeah,
Um,
next person get the boost. Have fun.
All right, so High C is so it is a drug that just basically makes you feel good, makes you quite attentive, but it does have vulnerabilities, and some laced drugs have entered like certain populations at certain points, so it's considered quite a dangerous drug.
Yara's gonna pipe in. So, what are they making this drug do if they're altering it?
It is probably just they are trying to do something evil or something. They want to change people's DNA for whatever end. It's quite an interesting project, and
Oh, it's
she
interesting.
stops
Okay.
talking, and her like face goes from like a smile to like a dour kind of look, and she shoots at Nolly. Nolly, you duck underneath the table, and Rasa is now active.
Oh, dear.
What the hell?
Are
Are we rolling initiative now? What?
You can if you want to. Nolly, hold on, let me clear the initiative first. Nolly, Rasa pops up from behind a table, and Marcel looks at you. I see that one of the doctor's experiments is here. I could not read your mind, unfortunately. But if you come quietly, maybe we can make things work a bit.
Rasa, without looking at anyone else, just pulls out her 2 laser pistols and points them at the doctor and says, This doctor aims to kill Nolly. We must eliminate her. She's a threat.
Dr. Zoshia sends her regards. And let's do combat.
Okay, okay.
Combat time.
Combat time.
Cool, or is this vigilance? 'Cause it was a little
This is
surprising.
cool.
Okay.
It was cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Everyone, clear out your dice pool.
God damn it.
Goddamn
Yeah.
dice.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think it might not have counted it. I'm
Oh,
not
hell
sure.
yeah.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Finally.
All right, I rolled two blank yellows. Hopefully that's the end.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the top one.
Okay, can you get rid of Shepard's too? I forgot to clear it.
Where is? No, I did.
Bottom.
Oh, the bottom one. Okay.
The new one is fine. The one before it wasn't.
Yeah, thankfully they populate in order of appearance, so that's good.
Cool.
Oh, good for you.
Motorcycle, no motor.
Okay.
It looks like. Oh, technically
maneuver?
that shouldn't win. So, oh, we got a triumph.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zonmark will try.
Zonmark did.
Okay.
The very first one.
Cool. You can do a maneuver. You see this transpire.
All right.
Load up
Yeah, I mean.
or aim up.
Yeah, I can just aim, I guess. I don't know how useful that is because I can just do that on my turn technically, but
Well, you can aim and move, and also all sorts of things like that. You can also do.
I guess I can aim, and then if it's my turn, I can aim again. Do I get 2 boosts? Is that how that works?
You can only aim during your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it only affects the roll during your turn, so you have to do it during your turn, and it has to be before your attack. You can't like load up an aim for the next turn. I do remember them saying that, but them being the rulebook who talks to me.
That's right. Chris communes with the rulebook.
Yeah, I don't actually read the rules. I put it under my pillow and then divine the rules from there. Grapple rules still haven't made it there, so.
All right, what's my actual position from them actually?
Good question. I'm gonna assume everybody is in short range except for Shepard. So let's maybe like put everybody kind of around here and put this boom in the next room.
Okay,
Boom.
sounds good.
There's 2 rooms. One of them has a boom.
All right, well, maybe I just move into engaged. I don't know why I would do that, but I
Oh,
kind of want to.
I would,
Short range actually increases your ability to hit.
you could just
Yeah.
take cover or something. Like
Yeah, I'll do that. Why not?
Oh yeah,
Take cover.
roll
Okay.
behind a table.
yeah, that will take effect. So you take cover. You have defense 1. Okay, a PC is going first. Who would like
Does
it?
anyone have objections to Nolly going first?
No,
I think that
Shepard.
I think she should.
Right. I think it makes
Shepard's-
sense. I just,
Shepard can
Yeah.
give you the boost. Oh, unless you want Shepard to go first, so maybe she rolls advantage to give you a boost.
no, I can just. I mean, Rasa has the guns out. Rasa's going to shoot. So
Okay.
yeah, Rasa's not going to get engaged.
Oh, fair enough.
Uh,
Pew pew
all right.
then.
So this is what, difficulty 1? And then upgraded?
Yes, and she's going to activate her personal force field that she has like hidden on her belt. She can do this out of turn as an incidental, so it's going to give her +4 defense.
If you get enough advantage, you can disable it, but you have to get pretty high.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
okay.
she has this for 3 rounds, so I'm going to put a little 3 on her. But you have 4 setbacks when attacking her.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
a strong
gonna.
one.
I'm just looking up something real quick.
Oh shit. Also, this character has adversary. Before I fucking forget. They have adversary too, so you do need to upgrade it twice in addition to the one for Shepard being engaged.
Oh,
Okay.
they're
So
two.
3 upgrades, 4 setbacks, 1 base difficulty.
Yes. So
Okay.
this is the hardest an easy roll can be.
All right. I'll use the story point to upgrade again. So we'll give it 1 upgrade on my side, and then Rasa has 4 ranks in ranged light.
You're either trying to get 3 advantages or a triumph to get rid of that force field.
But good luck, because it's 3 upgrades and a bunch of setbacks.
Yeah. We'll try. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. Let me go click the button.
You still hit.
All right, she hits.
You got a hit. Good job. What's the damage?
The damage is 4 with Pierce 2.
Okay, 4 with Pierce 2. They have Soak 2, so that's just gonna go. You said 4?
Mhm.
Okay, so they take 4. Pew pew. I guess you are taking the hard way then.
All right. Rasa will take cover with the maneuver.
Nolly backs down underneath the table that she's overturned, like instinctively. All right, NPC turn. I think she's gonna take that turn. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, and as an incidental on my turn, I will second wind. Okay, that's all.
Okay. So she has dormant personality overlay active. That's fine already. We can do this as an action. Okay, so we don't need to do that. Instead, let's just have her attack. Yes, we attack. She's going to. She has her grazer out that she had concealed. She's going to use that to shoot Nolly. Nolly has cover. So that's +1 defense. Do you have any other defense?
Yeah, she has defense 2.
Okay, so that's total defense 3. It's another kind of easy hit. Let's upgrade this with a story point, and let's take aim for 1 story point, and here I go grazing again. That's going to be a hit, and it's going to be 5 damage with Pierce 5.
Yep, she has soak 4, so that is 5 damage.
2 advantages. We're going to take another maneuver for free, like without spending strain. So let's do that by... disengaging from Shepard doesn't actually do much. Let's have her take cover, and she does so by ducking behind Shepard. So she's still engaged with Shepard, but that's just going to be what we're going to call that. Oh, did it? I clicked it twice? There you go. And we reduce this counter for that, and we go PC turn. Who wants the next turn?
We have Shepard do something?
Yeah.
Yeah, could Shepard, like, pick her up out of cover and put her in front?
Interesting. I think if Shepard disengages, then that would remove the cover.
Disengages a maneuver?
Yes, but then they will no longer be engaged.
I mean, could they punch and then disengage?
That's a valid form of action.
Alright, we'll punch and then disengage that. You cannot hurt Rasa. She has every right to be here. Punch. Difficulty is like high again. What is it again?
So it's 4 setbacks, 2 upgrades, and it's difficulty 2 because that's the standard melee combat difficulty.
Alright. I don't think Shepard can hit.
I don't either. Shepard's not exactly built for this. But we'll
Alright,
see.
I think this is the right one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is a hit.
Huh. They hit. Okay.
We do get a threat, though. Let's give Shepard a strain. So that's going to be +4, I think, for the brawn. So
Yep.
they're going to take
+4 for the
4.
brawn.
All right.
Bonk.
Shepard slams them like into their desk, and they double over for a second, but then they like kind of tumble out of it. The force field protecting them a little bit. And then Shepard strains to like get their body out of the now broken desk.
So it's a maneuver to. It's a maneuver to disengage, and I still have to do that to also move. So would Shepard have to take strain to move?
No, you just move into short range. Is basically how you disengage.
All right, they move it out of the way.
Okay. Next PC turn.
Perfect. I can shoot now.
You can also aim before you shoot if you want to make it easier.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna maneuver, aim. Give me a boost. So what is it? Is it 4 and 2 reds still?
4 setbacks, 2 upgrades, and then
2
the difficulty is
upgrades.
1.
All right, so 4 black, 1 purple, 2 upgrade. Let's use a story point to upgrade it on my end. And then let's see what happens. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. So that's gonna be 5 damage. Pierce 6, so it's just gonna deal the 5. Okay. Ooh, close. 3 threats. I think with 3 threats, the other room explodes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have you take 1 strain, because I'm gonna say that only cost 2 threats.
That's fine.
And plus, an explosion is stressful in general.
Yeah.
Oh, you can break her force field.
With a triumph.
With the triumph, you can break the force
Yes.
field.
Okay. Yeah, the needle bow maybe like pierces through that, and like gets her right in the upper shoulder. And she kind of winces. Ugh! You filthy Shikai.
That'll make things easier to hit.
Yep. We get rid of the
Yep.
number.
They're
but
wide
she's-
open.
Still has adversary, so she's still dangerous.
Dangerous to my butt.
Okay,
My
so
butt.
does anyone have any non-lethal method of combat, or are we out of?
You can always
So,
do
okay,
a unarmed, and that'll always.
Yeah. So like, does anyone have decent unarmed? Because I'm gonna have to go next if none of you have good ones.
The only one with decent armed is Shepard. Sin
Is-
could no.
Uh.
Can Sin do unarmed as coordination or no?
I don't know.
I don't think it applies on your talent tree, right?
In that case, why don't you look it up while I'm just gonna attempt a punch.
Yeah, attempt to hit him with the butt of your rifle.
Okay. Krov rushes in with a maneuver.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like, okay, like it's been a while since basic training. Duelist, so I get a boost. The difficulty in melee will be 2.
Difficulty 2, 2 upgrades, so it's 2 reds basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No setback die because the force field's
And
down, right?
I'm going to spend a story point
Okay.
to upgrade the difficulty a 3rd time.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
They're a sleeper ninja agent.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
feel bad about it. The story points must flow.
But why must you do it against me again? Okay. Let's see. So we're just gonna go brawn. I can't. No one gave like boost before, right? Oh yeah, because she created. Okay, no advantages.
Yeah, it didn't have an advantage.
All right.
And
Roll
Shepard's not there
dice.
yet.
Here we go. Damn it.
But you got an advantage.
Mm.
You could boost the next check.
It's like
I
Like,
can make unarmed, I think. Yeah, I can make unarmed because it's my finesse thing is with melee weapon or brawl checks. So I can.
all right. Go for it.
Sweet.
Then you should be really good at it.
Krov, I will give you the option to notice something advantageous.
Yes, I will take that because I don't have any strain. So
Okay. Instead of giving a boost.
okay, yeah.
Okay. You see that on the table behind her, she has apparently in this like kerfuffle, she has thrown some papers off the backside of the desk, so they fall behind the desk. It looks like this was done deliberately.
Okay.
All right, next PC turn. Sin, you rush in. I'm going to spend a story point to use one of her abilities that she can do outside of combat. Well, outside of her turn. She's going to use an ability called Exploit Animosity. Before you make a combat check against her, Sin, you need to make a opposed discipline check. So you're going to need to oppose her discipline with a check of your own.
Okay.
Her discipline
What's
is
the difficulty?
4 red.
Holy cunt fuck.
This
a
is
bad bit.
this is one of her dormant personality overlay traits.
Yeah, there's one of Nolly's too. So when she's Rasa, she has yellow discipline.
Holy shit. Okay. I thought I was good at discipline, but maybe I'm not. Let's see how this goes.
Ooh, Ooh, good job.
Did it! You did it!
Nice.
Okay, so here's what happens. Sin, you rush in to attack Marcel, and she looks at you, and in your head, things like get fuzzy, and you like stop for a little bit. Your body, like your gases, turn a little bit red, and you hear like Krav shouting at you, "The hell are you doing, you stupid moron!" And they just start like berating you. This is why your race is like a degenerate race. Nobody else sees this. This is all in Sin's head, but it makes you angry, Sin, and you like pull out your spear and point it towards Krav. But then you notice that Marcel is like smirking, and you realize she's manipulating you telepathically. You shake it off. I'm gonna say that you take 3 strain from all of those
Okay.
threats. But you have shaken it off.
Okay.
And with that triumph, can we do something? We could
Boost athletics check or
we could just
something?
say do something vital in the encounter. We could say that you pretend that you're under her like guise or whatever.
Deny it completely.
Yeah, that you're compliant, and you turn towards Krav like you're gonna attack him, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Okay.
And
Um,
now you can make your attack, and I'll let you upgrade it.
Okay. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna aim for Marcel, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna mime like I'm aiming for Krav
Awesome.
with my spear, which gives me I can cannibalize that, give myself an automatic success on this punch, and pretty much I'm going to make like I'm stabbing Krav, drop my spear, and just give her a right hook.
Yeah, you like go for a stab, but then you spin
Nice.
around, and with the butt of the staff, or you know, the hilt of the spear, you just slam down into her. Awesome. And that should be, I think, the appropriate roll, assuming that the upgrades were in play.
Yeah, the upgrades. I don't think was it for red that I was doing to attack her.
That
or-
was before. Now it's like 2 purple, but it's upgraded twice to 2 reds, so it actually might be even better.
We should probably just take this roll, right?
Oh, we'll
Because
just take
all
it.
she's trying to do is like knock the
Yeah.
person out.
Can we just
Yeah,
drop
You
off
do
those
it.
last two? Okay, I do
yeah,
it.
you do it. Awesome. She goes down. She is disarmed, we'll say. She's like stunned and under your influence, but I'm not going to say she's like maybe fully unconscious, but you have won the combat. So let's get rid of all the turns. She falls down onto the ground. Ugh, you! And then like as she's getting up, you like point the spear at her throat. And she kind of like backs down. Very well, I know when I am defeated. She kind of like holds her hands up again and throws the grazer away, and then she like just kind of eyes you guys.
Shepard immediately looks to Nolly. Should I neutralize this target so we can ask them questions later?
Yeah, Rasa gets up from behind cover, very sort of in one smooth motion.
Well-
She flicks the safety on the pistols and looks at her. This person is a threat even when disarmed.
I'm gonna say this. It's like, well, I have questions now, and I'm going to reach behind the desk, flip through the, just make a show of it, like flipping through the papers, with my thumb. And we're like, what's this about?
All right. I mean, she's at your mercy, but let's maybe make a coercion check just to see if it works, I guess.
They still
Okay.
might be not talkative, even if that's the case. Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe
difficult
even
to do.
under torture, they're still not going to talk. So we'll see how this goes. Let's call this. What is coercion?
Difficulty
against?
3 or something, or 4.
Coercion is against discipline, so it is 4 red again. Also, I need to up her strain
red.
levels. She's had
Okay,
3
4 red.
turns of being dormant.
Okay, coercion.
This is stressful, but you did it, man.
Oh, how about this? Whatever
Okay.
the revelation of their revealing, like I assume it's kind of big deal. Kind of like it's like oh no, like that kind of thing. That's why it's stressing me out. How about that?
Sure.
It's fair.
Okay. we'll say that you take 3 strain from this, and then take a setback to your next
Okay.
roll. We'll just you
Sounds
got
good.
it. She kind of relents a little bit, and she's like, "Well, it is not my design, but I have done as I was asked. I'm just keeping tabs for the Nalu, and I have been advised of Nali, or whatever you call yourself now. You may look through at your leisure, but the Yin are altering the DNA. The Yin believe that they are doing this to create more clones, but what they are doing is injecting them with a Mahakt weakness, which can be exploited. Have ensured that the Nalu are immune."
I'm assuming at this point, at least more than one person turns to Nali, Rasa, right now, and Rasa says, "This is clearly a woman who has had a mental break. This one can tell that explanation is not sufficient."
Let's do. What's the thing to tell if somebody's telling the truth? Perception.
Oh no, Rasa's immediately following up with, "This one can tell that this is not a sufficient explanation. There will be discussions on the ship. There is not time now. Survival is
Okay.
paramount and escape must be achieved."
Fair.
Heard.
Anyone want to ask her any more questions, or Shepard, you want to do your thing?
The collective has not forgotten about you, Rasa. The doctor is calling for you.
We will deal with that later.
Yeah.
Shepard bonks her on the head. Shepard would knock her out at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say Rasa walks over and bonks, but definitely Rasa nods to Shepard. And yeah.
Okay.
Over the shoulder, fireman carry.
Are you guys searching her at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yara probably wants to super search her because of the notes and all that other shit. Maybe
Okay.
she wants to do a science check on this stuff
Not
too.
her. Like, this is a lab we described, right? There must be a computer thing, right?
There is a
Oh,
computer
that's true.
terminal.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
Yara. It's like a no. You do your thing.
Oh, yes, yes.
Extract much information as you can. We don't have much time.
I take out my not my Medicum. What do we call these things? Savant?
Quintessensor.
Yeah, crystal. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Oh, sure.
Savant to basically just plug it in and start downloading shit.
Okay.
Do I gotta hack it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to do a computer's check to see how much data you can get out. We'll call this difficulty 3, and I'll use my final story point to upgrade it once, because I think that it's time sensitive, so there could be a despair involved.
All right. Let me just double check my talent. Makes it important. I think all my stuff relies on it actually being in the computer already.
Nolly, would your character, or would Rasa, investigate them?
Yeah, probably. I think Rasa would pad them down to see that they're hiding anything, especially now that they have been knocked unconscious. Rasa was not willing to approach until that was the case, or until they were dead.
Of course, they're unconscious. Let's incapacitated. All right. You can make a perception check. That's searching them. Let's call this. They have adversary. I guess that still counts. This is a check against them. So the difficulty is going to be 4 red total. I haven't applied the upgrade preemptively.
You know what I'll do? I'll use a story point for adaptable to use Rasa's discipline instead of perception to do this check.
All right. Your military training and discipline lets you check them more efficiently.
Yeah, Rasa knows how this person was trained and would understand where they would hide things. Might not work, but we'll see how it goes. Okie doke. 4 reds, yep. Interesting.
Did you see that? It looked like it stalled for a second for me, but either way. So that's a success. And a despair. Fun. Well, the daddy took the T-bird away.
I also figured out how my talent works. If we have 2 rounds to do this, that'd be better because I have to spend a round to get something that would help.
Okay. Well, she's doesn't have any like weapons on her anymore. She threw away the grazer. So let's say that you have found 100 ore just in her pockets.
Okay.
Let's see. She also has an encrypted, we'll say, communications device on her.
All right, cool. Yeah, Nali will definitely, or Rasa will definitely pocket this in one of the Versa hauler pouches. And also, Rasa would like to pick up the grazer.
Okay, you pick up the grazer. You can add that to your inventory. For the despair, as you pick up the encrypted communicator, it beeps, and you kind of look at it, and it looks like it is transmitting a signal, and then it turns off.
That's not ominous.
Unfortunate. All right, yep, she still stuffs it in the pocket.
Okay, Yara.
So Chris, I can do Aether Sprite, where if I have to access the computer system, I can make an average check to lower the difficulty of the following check regarding the system in the area.
Okay, so it's difficulty 2, and you get an upgrade.
Yeah. This is basically to lower the difficulty of getting data.
Yeah, sorry. When I say you get an upgrade, it's an upgrade to the difficulty. I realize that probably came off differently.
Yeah. So this is basically to lower the difficulty to access
From-
systems here.
From 3 to 2.
Yeah. Sorry, wrong page. Okay.
Right.
That gets in.
That's a success. I'll say that you've downloaded most of their data, at least in the protein sequencing section, so you might be able to make something of this with time. And what else? Was there anything else that we needed to uncover here? All right. I will say yes. I'm going to spend a story point to also give you access to their greater network. And you've downloaded their shipping manifest as well.
Oh, nice. We should still probably check out the shipping section, but that's good to have.
There might not be enough time. Yin soldiers have just arrived.
Okay, we can get going.
So you hear yelling from the other room. It looks like reinforcements have finally arrived, and Yin soldiers have swarmed into the facility, and they are searching around for intruders. All they're currently dealing with is a gigantic fire in a chemical area, so they have their spacesuits on and are surveying the damage. They have not noticed you guys, because you guys are in a different room.
Could I look through the network to see if there's an easy way to get out from here? Like, a back entrance or a vent
Fire
or something?
escape.
Yeah.
Okay,
We don't have to go through the, main entrance again.
let's see. Is there a check that we could do for that? I think this counts as coordination. Maybe not. Maybe not actually, because that's more your body.
You're trying to what are you trying to do?
I don't know. Trying to survival. Why don't we do survival?
All right.
Okay.
I can
And
do that.
if you'd like, you can still do your ability to replace the computer with a computer's check. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
I'll
this
replace
survival
it, but
because you're planning stuff out.
That's fair. I'll just use my ability to do it. So what's the difficulty? Because I'm essentially trying to go through their files and look for shit, and then be like, okay, if that's the case, that's the case.
Okay, we'll call it difficulty 2.
This seems like a good place to use that. So we want to get out of here. Okay, easy. I've used the search query properly. Escape plans, fire escape. Oh, here we go. I found the fire escape, guys.
You find an efficient way to leave the facility. Since it's on these weird stilts and stuff, there is a vent access that you can go down to, and it has a, we'll call it a runoff port that you can escape from.
Nice.
Yay.
You guys duck in and out of the facility. Shepard is carrying their new friend. And
I would like to make a brief exchange happen while we're escaping, if that's okay.
sure, that's totally fine.
While we're escaping, Rasa is going to sidle up to Yara and thrust the encrypted datapad over to them, and then say, not making eye contact to Yara, but just say to Yara, Nali will not know what this is and will not remember its purpose. It is important that you figure out if it is operational, and if so, shut it down immediately.
All right. You got it, scary lady.
You guys run out into the swamps. The facility is now on fire. It looks like it's maybe getting under control. They certainly won't be up and running for a little bit. And none of the Yin are outside currently, although the mech in the distance has stopped and turned course, heading towards you guys. If you'd like, you can call Thraz and use your transit diodes.
Do we want to? I think that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Beam us up, Scotty.
Beam
Get us
up.
out of here! Righto. Onward. Engage!
Since Shepard's got an extra body, you want to beam up too?
Oh, thank you. I needed to know that. Here we go. 3, 2. And here we
Okay,
go.
everybody get the crazy doctor lady restrained. That's top priority. As
Yep.
Yara kind of
we
shifts
have
off to
a
go to her
brig?
terminals. I don't know if we have a brig. They gotta get locked in one of the bathrooms.
Do we have a broom
fuck.
closet?
Put it in the put them in the cargo hold. If you have cargo straps, those are strong enough.
That's fair.
Ah, good idea.
Alright,
Also, if they become rowdy, you can always just eject them out the cargo.
Yes.
Someone has experience with that.
Yep.
Yara sets up motion cameras, gets the cameras to be on motion sensitive so that we know what happens if she tries to do anything.
You guys reappear in the debris field surrounding Lerta 4. It looks like the ships haven't been alerted to your, escapades yet, because it's just something that's happening on the planet currently. As far as they know, it's an accident that has happened. Until further notice. Okay, you guys getting out of here? Or?
Yeah,
We're
probably
gonna
should.
try.
We got
Yeah.
stuff to deliver. We're gonna try and get out of here.
All right, let's perhaps make a piloting check.
Yeah. Would you say that encounter has ended, or are you still treating this as a
Absolutely,
whole
you are
encounter?
correct.
Okay,
I just kind of run things one into the other, so thank you in general for reminding me when an encounter ends.
So we can do
Yeah.
cool checks.
Yep, make sure your purples are all cleared. You can do discipline or cool. We know that not everybody is very good at discipline, but maybe they still want to anyway.
Yeah, so as we all get on and, everyone's splitting up and going over to the palace stuff, Nali's walking over towards the palace chair and she sort of stumbles a little bit and leans against the wall and then blinks for a few seconds in a row and then is looking around.
Rasa?
Who's right? Wait, we made it out. Oh, good, we're safe.
Shepard walks over.
Oh,
Nolly, do you need medical care?
No, I think I just sometimes I forget things. Oh, is that supposed to be blood? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta fly us out of here, right?
Yes.
I don't worry. I got the controls. I can handle it for you. You get some rest. What happened to her down there? I'm gonna have
Nali
Thraz
goes
try and get
off.
us out of here.
Yes, is it probably safe to say like Nali and Shepard or Nali and Yara go over to the med bay or something while this is happening?
Sure.
Shepard, you take care of Nolly's physical stuff. I gotta quickly check something. Let me know if you need help with anything. Yara's gonna quickly go to her little room station where she's got computers to check out the comm device.
All right. Zaldenrock, can you plot a course for me? Raz isn't very good at piloting.
Yeah, I'll
He-
take care of it. Go over there.
He's okay at
Goldenrock,
piloting.
I
He's
need
not.
you to do this for me.
He's not bad, but to reduce a piloting check is very good. So
What's
it's
the
difficulty 3
piloting?
piloting.
Difficulty 3 pilot.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
Gotta push.
Co-pilot. Oh, it's 2. It's difficulty 2.
difficulty 2 piloting. Okay.
Yep, it's co-pilot.
We
Okay.
got there.
You reduced it by 1, and you can give me a boost. That's good. So let's do that. let's get out of here. Krov, can you also help Raz?
Oh, with the navigation, astrocartography, right?
Ooh, yeah, that would be good too.
What else were you guys using? Sorry, I wasn't thinking of something else.
Well, Zalnrock was doing the plot course action, or the co-pilot action.
Okay. What's the difficulty for the astrocartography you want?
We'll call this difficulty 2. Standard.
Okay.
Okay. We'll just call this, it reduced the difficulty 1 more time. And maybe stressed you out a teeny bit.
Mm-hmm. Because we're kind of in a active war zone right now.
Yeah, and you're like,
Combat zone.
where's the only safe place to go? And you're looking around. You notice that our fuel is dangerously depleted from all of the shenanigans we've been getting up to in this system. The nearest fuel station is in the next system. You think that there's something bad there, but it's the only really option that we have. You give the course to Thraz. All right, here we go. Piloting, go! Haha! They zoom out of the debris field and soar off into the stars and engage warp. You guys are now out of here. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay.
I guess we're doing transit downtime.
Yeah, we can do some transit downtime. I'm gonna try and... I realized I don't have like a page that doesn't have anything on it. So we'll just pretend that we're in space. Congratulations.
So I know that everyone has their like the pieces they're working on right now, and like Yara is indisposed in using computers and such. Do we only have one computer terminal?
We probably have multiple. Yara just probably has her own like custom rig or something.
There's probably multiple terminals. There's probably only one like maybe dedicated science terminal. But there are plenty of other terminals that do things. What do you looking to do?
Okay, so we established on the retcon that I didn't shoot, and the Windows head exploded on its own. And my personal character is going like through shit because I suspect sabotage. So I guess what I'm trying to do on my end, as security thing, is more of a look to see like who has access to like who's been using data access, like who's been logging in, or like I don't know if he has security footage or there must be some kind of like unusual login thing, and there's like I don't want to rely on Yara to find out because in character, he doesn't trust anyone right now.
Okay, I'm going to have you make a hard computers check. So 3 is the difficulty.
Oh boy. I'm not good at this, so let's see.
I picture like an ill-advised tech uncle just being like, so kids, how do I access the Facebook?
Like
Yeah,
typing with his index finger.
Okay, is it an upgrade or is it a boost? I forget.
Story point, it's an upgrade.
Okay. All right, probably not gonna get it. Damn it.
All right. You look through the computer systems, and you don't see any unusual logs as far as you're concerned. Also, just from the to get stream caught up, because we've been talking outside of the session. But maybe actually we just make this come up organically instead. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah,
I said anything.
I suspect the traitor.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the medical bay.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe this is like you want it to be a flashback, maybe a little bit.
It'll come up organically.
Okay.
Everything that you have seen happened. I'm gonna say that you guys go to the medical bay. And who was going? Shepard and Sin and Nolly.
Yeah.
I didn't say, but sure.
Okay.
I think
I
it's
told
anyone
Shepard
that
to keep
isn't
it.
Yara.
Yeah.
Because I had told Shepard to take care of it instead.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shepard, Sin. I would like at least one PC to be there besides Shepard, so that
Yeah.
somebody can be true
Yeah,
to that
that's
character.
fair.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
So you
help
guys
carry
show up. You put
Nolly.
Nolly down, and you look at the rest of. You looked at Shepard and Nolly, and then you look at the table and go, "What is that?" Shepard looks at the table and says, "Krov asked me to do that. There's a dead Winnu on the table."
Huh. Sin tilts his head. And is there a way that I can examine the wound and see? It's like, this doesn't look like a bullet hole.
Shepard stops you and says, "Krov has instructed me not to let anybody else near the body."
Oh, okay. I'll ask him about it later.
I must do
Nolly.
triage. This one is dead. Priority 0. Priority 1. Nolly, are you okay?
I feel okay. I have such a headache. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a space kid. I just like black out sometimes. Oh, this one hurts bad though.
Yara, you're familiar with medical stuff. Can you do a medicine check for Shepard, like from their sheet?
Okay.
Their
Let me double check what-
difficulty should be, because they're below their half, that's 1 difficulty.
Yeah, Shepard's fine doing the medical check actually, so they'll just pulling up human diagnostics. Da 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 da.
Beep boop bop. Meat bag assessment.
Meat bag assessment.
Well, that's pretty good.
Applying bandages. Thermal sealers.
Would you like
Although actually-
Power Rangers or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I forgot with medicine, it's not as great as you think it is. Because it's all based on the amount of successes.
Yeah, but I think they heal. I think they have that same thing that you do where you heal an extra one or something.
I think that's technically for mechanic.
Ooh. I think there's one for medicine.
There is one for medicine, but I think they actually don't have that one.
It's okay.
Either
She
way,
doesn't have that many actual wounds, so
I think you get 3, is how
you-
that works.
do you have any critical injuries either, Nolly?
I don't believe I do, but let me check.
'Cause I think the
don't have
Triumph
any.
can help get rid of those. Okay.
Yeah, you
Um,
get 3 back.
Can the Triumph do anything in this scenario? It doesn't say explicitly, but maybe we'll just say that you're fully healed.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, a dermal sealer would probably do the job with this assisted, so
Sure.
that also could be said.
All right, Nolly, you've calmed down a bit, and at least the brain hemorrhage and the grazer wound or thumper wound. I forget what damaged you. What damaged you?
A grazer. That's what it was. It was
the
a grazer.
grazer.
Yeah, the way I imagined it, Ross had like ducked behind the table, and the agent like shot through the table because it's like a gamma ray laser, and just like shot a hole through the shoulder or something.
Ouch.
Awesome.
But clean all the way through.
Sin is
Right?
yeah, Sin is crouching in front of Nolly and sort of looking at her and tilts his head and says, "Have you had any interesting journal entries recently?"
The dream journal. No, I mean, there's like weird ones about like. There's a really fun one where there's like a like this ocean planet, and it's like really really pretty. I like that one. And then I think it was the 3rd time I had the dream about the door, and like, it's just there's no handle on it, and I'm stuck behind it, and I can hear stuff happening on the other side, and I know I'm not supposed to be able to open it, but my hand keeps reaching towards it to open it, and it's really bad. I always wake up before the door opens, so I never have to worry about that. But
Phew.
Interesting. I wonder. Harrison,
Yeah.
what if Sin suggests starting like a journal messaging thing with Rasa?
Pen pals,
So that-
local pen pals.
Yeah. So to maybe that they'll start talking to each other. That's what he's hoping, but maybe that wouldn't happen.
I think you should make the suggestion, and let's see what happens when your character phrases that in the real game. Right now.
Okay. Nolly, I think it would be interesting if you started writing messages to the other side of the door. There might be someone on the other side who might be willing to respond. So maybe use your dream journal for that too.
other side of the door? You think there's someone on the other and she stops mid-sentence and then stares at you deadpan. You will cease mention of this one in front of Nali. She is impulsive and naive. If she learns about her true nature, she will begin asking questions that will stir up nests that will prove lethal for the crew. That would run counter to the core objective. Thus, this one is required to take measures against it. This is the first of those measures. Ideally, this will be the last.
Understood, but perhaps consider that if she's informed, she can make choices to help rather than hinder. An informed choice is much better than a surprise threat. It's just something for you to consider, Rasa.
It is not Nali's role to make choices. There will be a discussion in the future. This one can detect that, without explanation, the protection that this one has cultivated from the group will fall apart. Information is needed.
I understand. Thank you. I won't mention it again.
Nala, you take one strain.
Yeah. Nali's head sort of lolls forward.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry about that, guys.
No, that's okay. Never mind. It's, do you want another stim or something? Or perhaps I can...
I stole
What?
this Z-tab out of Gervolt's pocket.
I actually bought a bunch of Z-tabs
Oh.
because I was worried about the meat bags on the crew.
You do know they're bad for you, right? They're like chewing tobacco. I was like, hey, kid,
Sin
what's
doesn't
chewing
know
tobacco?
shit. He just thinks it's better than Nolly eating toothpaste. So at least
Technically
this is
true.
supposed to go like on a person. So
Yeah.
or we
yeah,
can do some mac and cheese.
Yeah, you offer it and she's like,
No, I think what I need is, yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower and then let's go to the caf.
Okay, let's go.
Like, the mess.
yeah.
Space Station has a cafeteria. You guys have a table.
Yeah.
We have a table. It is a mess.
Yeah, you go to the mess and you can kind of like see into the back area maybe where the cargo is, and you see the body
The
of
cargo thing.
the agent, and they're just kind of like lolling over, still unconscious, like
Yeah. Nali's like, as she's eating, like looking, craning her neck around to see in there.
who's that?
Who's that? Who's that in there?
We have put restraints on that lady, right?
You
Yeah,
did.
we did use the cargo like straps.
Yeah, cargo straps inside of the cargo bay.
Yeah.
Maybe inside of a cargo
we haven't
container.
established an official brig or anything like that on the ship.
Nolly, this is someone who attacked us. We want to ask her some questions later. She's very smart. She's a scientist. But I think you should stay away from her.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a bad feeling about her.
I think that's wise. And Sin sort of steps in between to sort of block her view.
And we
Focus
can
on your
cut
mac
there.
and cheese.
Yeah, scene cut
Yeah.
there. Yara, you're investigating
Yeah.
what now?
I want to investigate a lot of things, but the data pad seems pressing. 'Cause we
Yeah, the
wanna figure out
encrypted
what's up with
communicator.
yeah.
Let's have you try to
Encrypted
decrypt. Guess every time that I like say computers, I'm like, is it computers? Because I just want to question it. I wonder if breaking a code is skullduggery, but I think I'm leaning much more towards computers.
I could see where you're coming from with that one.
But we'll just say computers, I think, but maybe make it harder. So we'll call it difficulty 4. Is 4 formidable?
I think 4 is formidable.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Because what are we calling this item? It's a
Encrypted communicator. I guess we can call it Marsil's or sleeper agent or Nalu agent.
Let's say Marcel, just because we might encounter more of this, so it might
Sure.
be easier to clarify.
Yeah.
encrypted communicator for Marcel Nalu agent. Okay, let's see. All right, come computer.
Also grab her
Shit.
token from the other.
Oh.
Ooh,
Well,
nothing.
I had to get a bad roll eventually.
You try to work into this, but it's not getting you anywhere. The encryption is just too solid. I'll say with your advantage that or perhaps you noticed that it did send out a message and then shut down.
God damn it! It burned it. Gotta fix it before I can do anything else. She's debating. She's gonna remember what Yasa said. I can't tell anybody really about this, so she's trying to even figure out who she tells about this. Because,
Yeah, she explicitly said don't tell Nolly about it. You can interpret that how you will.
Yeah, but I'm just. Yar is also just thinking in terms of crew knowledge about it.
Like, who do
Maybe
you
they
trust?
will. Yeah. Maybe
She could
they
just keep it to
will.
herself for now.
Yeah.
You
I
could
think
just
they
choose
do
not to
themselves.
trust anyone.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
fair.
true. So everybody else does. All right.
Yep,
I think it might be time for Shepard to complete triage. Now that we're in warp, I think Shepard, it's time to investigate the Winu body, especially before anybody else has the chance to do so.
Yes, Chris. So I know that you're going to our characters and such. Let me know when the everyone has gone through and 24 hours has passed in game.
Okay.
Would you think Shepard would call Krav to come see the triage? Possibly. Be like,
They would definitely
"Krav."
report to them and maybe like signal them once they found something.
Probably
Okay.
after the fact. Probably.
Okay, so you're saying have Shepard do it by herself and then give a call to Krav.
Yeah, because I'm not a medical expert.
Mhm.
Even though I do have science, like unless they really want a second opinion, which I doubt, they'll probably report it on their own.
Okay. Right, so medicine check difficulty what?
Let's
wanna
call
do?
this difficulty 4.
Okay.
You can, of
If
course,
medicine isn't
upgrade
too
this
bad.
with a story point.
Yeah, they'll story point it. They definitely would story point it. Oh, did I not sync pool with GM?
No, you guys have been feeding me steadily back my points that I used.
Oh, I want to upgrade my check, not their check. Or not the enemies. Okay, hold on. Medicine. This should work.
Oh, it does.
Okay,
Nice.
that worked. Damn, okay.
Maybe Shepard takes a strain. And
Are meticulously, just delicately, like, okay. It's
they
like one of
start
their plans.
peeking
They want to be
through
very...
the head wound. And
It's
Nolly and Sin have gone away, so this is just Shepard in the room. They kind of turn yellow, and then they pull out their comm bead and go, "Captain, you're going to want to take a look at this."
Okay, I'm gonna just joke about the comic. Is like, just explain to me over the comms. You're gonna really want to see this. Can't you just describe it from the comms?
But Krav, you told me that we could not trust anybody, and that signals might be intercepted. I do not want to
All right,
leave this
fine.
corpse, and I do not want to invade anybody's privacy.
All right, fine. Like, show it to me.
It would be
a
much
JPEG.
more efficient to not explain it over the communicator, and instead just have you, "Oh, you have arrived. Krav, I have discovered something." And Shepard takes you over to like a computer sampling that they've put under like a microscope. Apparently, there was some sort of device inside of the Winu's head. Upon closer inspection, it appears to be similar to the L1Z1X implant that you guys have seen before. However, it's much smaller and much more advanced looking. However, it bears a striking resemblance to the MineNet's work. It looks like it detonated when something happened. It received a signal and exploded.
God damn it. All right.
Yara might be able to discover more, although I know you do not trust anybody on this ship.
True. I'm gonna just stare at the shepherd for a bit, and then okay, give me the equipment. Yara is unfortunately the only expert that we have for this kind of hardware.
Captain, may I speak?
Sure.
We were under the impression that you were the one who executed the Winu. We tried to confront you, but you did not reveal this. It seems that you are vindicated. Can we not come forward to our allies?
No. That is a good question, but I would rather you hold on to this fact. Far as we know, any kind of disruption that we have could be taken advantage by others. It's best that we keep this close to our chest for now. For now, I need answers from Yara and to get a clear analysis. So when the eventual fallout happens, then we'll have a clear and logical defense for the entire thing. So keep me posted if any additional uh, anomalies occur on, frankly, both of our medical subjects. I know you examined them both. I'm gonna go approach on the technical end, and I'm going to approach Yara next.
Understood,
There's
Captain, but I do recommend Sin, our fellow, they seem to want you dead. I advise revealing the truth to them, but I know it is your decision. I
Understood. I stare at one of the air vents and just like, understood.
In due time.
Shepard kind of turns blue for a second, turns yellow again as if they're gonna maybe say something else, and then turns back to blue. I will keep looking into this and log our entries in a encrypted file.
Yes. Encryption is good.
Not that it would
Then-
stop Yara if Yara tried.
Yara's just doing a defrag and just like, the fuck is this? Who's hacking on my ship?
you
Why is there
don't
so many-
sense this,
why so many
but
text documents called Untitled in here.
Untitled 1, Untitled 1, 1, Untitled 1, 1, 1.
They didn't even
Yeah.
fix their name system. Damn.
Yara is kicked up, feet on the desk in a swirling gamer chair, eating potato chips, just watching the screen you think you're hot shit, huh?
All right. I need to take a teeny break, but maybe we figure out who wants to talk to who next.
So I want to talk to Yara next, but what other pairings that you guys want to do?
Yara might
Jake.
reveal the Nolly thing to
What's
Bob,
Saldenrock
too,
doing?
Well,
Yeah.
I was dealing with the whole co-piloting, helping Thraz with that. I
That's
assume
true.
He
You could
wants
talk to
his,
Raz.
Oh god.
Yes, I could. Can
I
he heal
could.
my
Do I
freaking
have to?
leg or whatever that got blown over by a...
Do you want to come
Thumper.
see Yara too and be like, hey, I need my leg fixed too?
Yeah, this hurts.
Listen, we got the hitting in. I can watch comms. After all, you guys dealt with a lot. You go heal up. Hey, did anything bad happen down there? There was a huge blow up, and kind of worried about Krov and Sin.
A blow? Yeah, no, we blew up a furnace in order to screw with their chemicals reactions.
Chemicals. Yikes.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something to do with some highly advanced scientific.
Do you mention the
gene
drug?
Splicing. I mean, yeah, probably. I have no reason to hide it from him, really.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fruit punch.
I have smuggled some ectocooler in my day, yes. Kind of dangerous. If they're doing something to that could severely affect the population. A lot more people use that drug than people realize, from all walks of life, even though it's considered a pretty dirty drug. Either way, you go heal up. Make sure our friends are safe. I'll just keep teasing the wheel here.
Don't tease it. Just steer with it.
I don't know why I
what
said it like
means.
that. I'm just going to keep... I'm just going to keep flying the ship. He shuts
limp
up and
away.
looks forward. He flicks his tail, irritated that he said something weird.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm going to BRB a sec, but
Alright.
you guys RP amongst yourselves or what have you.
I specifically requested it.
So, Delden Rock, do you wanna jump in on like Prav coming in to meet Yara? So maybe it's a three-way interaction, or
I suppose, because that's probably, if it's in the med bay, that's probably where I'm heading anyway.
okay. So Yara's probably headed to the med bay initially just to check out and see if Sin left a report on, or Shepard left a report on Nolly. And probably runs into Krav on the way there if Krav was headed. Oh, hey, Krav. I was gonna check and see what Shepard said the thing was for Nolly and see if anybody else needed any patching up.
No, we got medical side's been taken care of. I need your technical expertise.
Oh, sure. What's up?
I'm gonna pull out a little bag thing. Oh, you know what? I'm a fancy rich asshole. I have it in a handkerchief that I
Nice.
unwrap it. And it's like this thing was found in the skull of the winter corpse. It's an explosive device. It is at the Shepard did an initial analysis to be a Lizix type device. There's more at play here, and frankly, I need you to run a deeper analysis to see if there's any. Apparently, it received a signal. And
Where was
I don't
this
know what kind
device found? You said it was in the Winu corpse, the one from the mining planet.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't
was-
a gunshot. Let's just put it that way. Also, keep this to yourself for now.
Oh, okay. She pockets the thing and is just like, okay, another thing to work on. Do you think that? I mean, we didn't know this person before. Wonder how the signal got out. Do you have any
Well-
suspicions?
The question is who transmitted it, and the only other, frankly, it's easy enough to say the SAR were involved, but at the same time they're disorganized bunch. From the looks of things.
Yeah, I also probably should mention I found some of their cybernetic technology. Might get an upgrade myself. It seems a little interesting. Just wanted to warn
don't
you by
put-
that.
Well, here's an unsolicited advice. Don't put it in your head.
Don't
Don't
that
put it
in
in
mind.
your head.
That's fair. Maybe an arm would be fine.
But
There's an eyepiece.
I'm gonna roll my eye like because at edges. Just report. We'll have a meeting in 24 hours. Just
Okay.
see what you can find on it.
If your suspicions are correct, do you want me to mention it to anybody else, like maybe Sin, since they were pretty,
No, I said keep things quiet.
All right. I'll go see if I.
Frankly, I don't trust anyone, and that does include both me and you. Too many mental activities have been compromised, and
Yeah.
and we know for a fact that Sin has been compromised twice already. There's too many factors here. Like we need to keep this low, and everyone needs to be gathered at once. If anything is to be done, everything needs to be done.
I think I
Also-
also should let you know of something as well. As you're aware, Nolly is kind of has a bit of multiple things going on, but as we saw, that agent apparently has some connection. Nolly's other side found a communication device that I'm trying to get into. It's encrypted, and her other side had mentioned it was dangerous. So keep Nolly away from my room for one, until I can figure out what the deal is with that, because their other side said it would be really bad if it worked in the way I think they were thinking it was. So maybe we need to question that prisoner later.
You know what? I have an idea. Work in my room. We'll swap a position for now.
I can move some of my stuff over. I guess that's fine for a little bit.
Yeah.
She
because,
just kind of like clips on her servant and just like starts downloading things.
Yeah, you
Don't
gotta
worry,
just-
I
it sucks.
already know your terminal's info. It's fine.
You know
Yeah,
my
we can
password?
hop in.
You told
Yeah.
you told me to set it up.
Yeah, it's letting Nev our best.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the most efficient one.
And don't worry, I just
That's
like
the
quickly
password to
send a
my
little
luggage.
I send a little thing to Yurzavon and just like, and this is your guest password for my terminal.
Yep.
I have a guest password? You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That way, this also covers if Sin decides to kill me. It'll be they won't kill Yara, in all likelihood.
But you'll uncover the attempt.
Yeah.
Fun. Clever.
I'm gonna make sure the cameras are hooked up to my Savant.
Also, like if they were trying to kill Yara, I'll be there ready. So
Okay.
Yara.
Yeah, oh,
His stump
Goldenrod-
hurt.
oh, geez, yeah, your leg.
Ow.
You have a critical injury, right? How that works?
No.
Oh, you don't. You just have a hurt.
Just 5 wounds.
There's a really big bruise.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head to the Meg Bay real quick.
Put a
Like
dermy
you said,
on
it's
it.
5.
Fine.
What's your total again?
It's less than half, so it's difficulty 1.
I should be able to possibly heal you full pretty easy. Yeah, I heal you full. I heal you full without having to do any of my special shit.
Oh, good. I should probably stock up on dermal sealers at some point.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that was Shepard.
It's fine.
Thanks,
It's fine.
Shepard. What?
Shepard's the story there and does it. Oh, okay. As I'm getting this stuff together.
Oh, a
you,
dermal
like,
shield
turn
should
around
be
and-
able to. It is done.
Oh,
Shepard just like cracks your leg back into place and gives you like a painkiller. There you go.
that's better.
This is Vicodin.
I am told you're kind like this.
Also, I just want to clarify a point about the plot reveal because Yara would be smart enough to understand it, and I just want to make sure I understand it. So they were manufacturing drugs that had Mahawk tech in them that would compromise the Yin Brotherhood. But what was the connection to the Nalu?
There was none as far as you can see.
What I understood the agent to have said was that she intentionally put something, like she intentionally modified the formula so it doesn't affect the Nalu. That's
Okay.
that's what
Yeah.
the collective had deployed
everyone
her
is
to
fucked by the
do.
Mohawk except for the Nalu.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying
This
to
was
get at
just
for the
an
little bit of it.
agent that was perhaps just there circumstantially, keeping an eye on things, and took advantage of the situation. The encrypted communicator is probably a way that they can get back to the collective.
Yeah, but I was just clarifying the what we learned from the mixture point, and that's good clarification. That essentially the Mahawks are fucking with people's drugs, and the Nalu managed to have a man on the inside to make at least some of the drugs safe. So
Hmm.
they have a slight advantage if the Mahawk go cray cray with that.
Yeah, and you're not sure what the gene sequencing did. You could figure that out in time, but for now you were taking care of the communicator because you guys are gonna need to drop out of warp soon.
Yeah, we got a lot of things that are good in research. Maybe I got to take on a disciple,
Mm.
or assistant. Anyone want to be Yara's assistant?
Anybody want to know a guy?
Let's hire an intern.
Well,
Anyway.
for assistants, for what are we doing for assistant?
Like a
Uh,
science assistant or a computer assistant type thing.
I can do science. Like since we're
I can do
talking
computers.
constantly-
Oh,
Could do that. Maybe you could have the computer analyze it.
I might give the Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Sin real quick because maybe they have a better chance with the communicator out of like a Hail Mary.
Okay.
Knock on
Um,
one of the air vents.
I'm yeah, nice. I'm gonna spend a story point, and just do a little thing where Yara sets up in Krov's room, and you place the cybernetic eye, just pull it out of your pocket and put it on a desk, and then you kind of leave to go look at to go talk to Sin, but you look back and you look at the eye and you kind of lock eye with it for a few seconds, and then you walk out. That's all.
I have another thing I
knew
should be
could-
analyzing.
What was that, C?
I knew I couldn't trust him.
It's me. I'm
Okay.
taking control of your character.
Yara's gonna do one more thing when she realizes that for the first second, just because she looked at the eye. She's gonna just put a blanket over it for now and be like, I swear I'll get
Nice.
back to you later.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah,
She just
looks
That-
at it, very tense, very nervous, throws a blanket on it.
We don't have time for this right now. You think to yourself and you put a blanket on it. Well, a blanket on it. Snow peas. All right.
A little fence around it.
So you seek out Sin, not in the normal sense, but like the person.
I just turn a hallway light. I just like turn a terminal on so it's red and like Sin. There you are.
You turn
Sin
it back to
pops out
normal,
of a
and it's
vent.
like, all right, all right, you're
Um,
here.
So I'm going to let you know.
Nolly to sleep. What do you need?
It's concerning Nolly, or
Tucked her in?
her other concerning her, Nolly, or her other side.
Mhm.
Do you? I don't know if she ever told me what that other side was, but you seem close with her. The other side made an appearance as we were leaving and told me to and I pull out the communicator, research this, but it's encrypted. You have a little bit of computer knowledge too, as well, right?
I do. I'm nowhere near as skilled as you, but I can try.
Encryption's a weird thing. It's not always as straightforward, and sometimes knowing things makes it worse. But if you could take a knack at it, it's important though that we don't tell Nolly, is what the other voice said, and that if this thing is active, we keep it away from Nolly. I have a feeling that whatever triggers that other personality is related, both with Nolly and the other prisoner we have.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a talking to about not cluing Nolly into her other side. So, okay.
I get the feeling that the Nalu have some sort of hand to do with this, as you probably already do, I'm guessing.
By any chance, do you know about a planet, something that would be beautiful that is covered in water?
I'd have to do a knowledge check or a science check. Or I could use my skill to do a computer's check.
How about we do a knowledge lore check?
Use computers for it, using my talent.
You can. That's
You can
always
Google it.
your ability.
I Google it. What's the difficulty?
This isn't common knowledge. I'm gonna call it difficulty 4.
Okay, this could go either way. You just see her pull out her encyclopedia. Okay, let's see. Describe it for me, Sin. And you just describe what you said.
I rattle off
Nelly
what.
gave you a more detailed explanation than I did when I said it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is me like cutting down all the details and like, okay,
Ooh.
what?
You put 2 and 2 together, and you also like kind of go, what did that person say? They mentioned a name, and you try to like type it in, and you're like, wait, it's Nalu, and so you add a few extra S's, and you don't find a lot, but you do find that this name does come up, Dr. Zoshia. It is a Nalu, a Drua person. Apparently they were some sort of like professor at one point, and they specialized in xenobiology, and basically it seems a little far-fetched to you, but you're like psionics, like psychic activity.
Interesting.
And the planet.
This was for the planet.
Yes, the planet. The planet is Drua, which is a paradise world that the Nalu collective lives on and doesn't normally allow any other species to enter, not without like an escort and being like shadowed the entire way.
It's
North Korea.
It's like a once in a century occurrence for the Drua Queen to invite someone to the court for a visit.
Oh, remarkable.
Well,
That's the information you get.
Time to bust in.
This is almost.
But
Okay.
why would Nolly be having dreams of this place? That's
Well,
interesting.
the more and more it kind of seems like my guess is that Nolly isn't, as we already know, by herself. Whatever her other side has probably has the answers.
True.
I need you to try this encryption though, because
Okay.
if you want to keep her safe, don't let her know. Probably keep this hush hush with the rest of the crew. I will say I have let Krav know.
Okay.
But again, we're trying to keep this hush hush, both for her sake and the crew's sake.
I think that's wise. when I. Yes, I agree. Okay. What's the difficulty of the check?
Um,
4?
I'm gonna say that we probably don't have time to do this check again because we've already attempted it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
But
I'll break
it's
into it
now in
later.
your hands for next time.
Okay.
This way, Yara can be freed up during next interlude to do another check, for something
There's more
else.
science to be done.
Yeah, there's much science to be done.
Incredible.
I guess. Do you inquire about Sin and Krav since they're on edge with each other?
I guess
Oh.
I'll just do a quick sort of thing of just saying like, are you and Krav gonna be all right for now? Seems like a lot of things happening. We want to keep our heads on straight.
I agree. I think I would like to have a conversation with Krav with now that things have calmed down a little bit and I don't know, clear the air a tad. It's we're definitely coming at it from very different perspectives, but I still respect him. I I don't want to give in to the impulse to kill him. That wouldn't be right.
Will complicate things, wouldn't it? I think we don't want that right now.
At the very least, I agree. Don't worry, Yara. Krav is safe from me. That Letnev, that scientist, she tried to get me to attack him, and I was able to see through it. So
Didn't like how it felt, maybe.
I didn't like how it felt. Yeah.
No, it felt great.
I was gonna spend a joke story point to smash cut to Krav looking into the camera going, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win.
It's like the reality TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, that sounds like
It'll
a
be
cool.
a season of Survivor.
Yeah, what season are they on now that it's 30,000 years into the future? Cool beans. I like all these scenes that have been going on. I think, though, we need to drop out of warp. Krav...
I mean, we don't have infinite fuel.
We don't have... Yeah, this isn't Star Wars. What are you talking about? So Thraz kind of gets on the comms. We're approaching the coordinates Krav set in. We're heading for... Limok system? And Krav kind of nods. Let's go there. You guys zoom into a new system adjacent to this one to refuel because you guys are very low. You stop at this gas giant, the planet Limox. It is surrounding a sun and whatnot, but it's the only notable planet here. It's a massive gas giant, and you go into the gas cloud. Silt, storms, chemicals, rocks are flying past you until you find a sort of a wide at the base and pointed up at the top spire, a station that's not a huge space station, but notable nonetheless. It has a place for you to dock your ship.
Oh, it's upside down Cloud City. Nice.
It sure is.
Love a Cloud City.
I want to say there's floating hologram billboards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there's at least one, but this is a smaller sort of setup that we got going on here. But we'll get one neon sign that says Frontier Perch. This
It's just like a bunch of drones in the air making a hologram in between them.
Sure. You can see that this place is kind of sucking up gas clouds into itself, through various vents. And it looks like they're getting processed into fuel inside. It's one big fuel station.
Ooh. Can I name something about the world as well?
Okay.
The drones forming the little holographic advertisement, it's clear that it's the only dive bar diner joint on the station. They're advertising a place called Nitrous.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. It is a gas station.
Right, yeah.
Fuel your car, fuel yourself.
Yeah.
It's like a subway with a gas station.
Yeah,
Is there a
exactly.
Buc-ee's? Is there a Space Buc-ee's here?
Yeah,
There,
right,
of
exactly.
course, there's a Buc-ee's here.
Yeah, and when you park your ship, you need to stop and salute the Texas Republic flag.
Yeah. Okay, I was thinking Sonic, like the restaurant chain, because like Texas, and you mentioned Texas, which is funny. But it's like you mentioned Bucky, I'm like me living on West Coast, like I don't know what the fuck that is, but
I don't know what that is either.
Did you say it was called
yeah.
nitrous?
Yes. No, it's on the Sonic thing. You park your ship, and someone on jet boots comes out and brings you your food.
Nice.
You can buy their mascot, which is just this weird little platypus-looking alien thing.
I
Okay,
think he's supposed to be a beaver.
it is.
That's
supposed
why
to be
I'm saying
beaver,
it's a
but he's-
platypus in this.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
awesome.
Oh no, space Australians.
Oh, that's unreadable. Put it here. All right. Cool. We've named things in the world. Good job, everyone. Thank you for posting the Buc-ee's logo in our chat.
Yeah, man.
All right. So you guys arrive at the Frontier Perch station, and you've like plugged in your destroyer, the Tengu, to like a boarding tube, and this drone kind of like flies out to meet you guys, and it says, "Are you refueling?"
Say yes.
There's like
Yes.
a little.
Jeez. Dan, Dan, you got static.
No, that was good.
Oh, that wasn't you? I
No.
thought that's you were doing the drive-through thing.
Oh,
Hey, we're gonna get 4 burgers and then. In before Shane does the 55 burgers thing. Yes. All right. It accepts your payment and flies off. It is going to take at least 100 ore to refuel your ship. And I'll say it also
Got it.
restores a hit point.
How many
Nolly's
ore?
got that covered. No,
Hundo.
Nolly's got it.
Oh, okay.
She reaches down in her pockets and finds 100 new ore that she doesn't remember getting. It's like, cool.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Dan, you still got static.
Oh, sorry. That was actually just me. With the control.
Yep, still going when you talk.
Yes.
It's
go
still
ahead.
static? Oh,
Yes.
no.
You might need to unplug, plug back in, maybe log out and log back in Discord, something. I don't know. Either who. We continue. You guys notice another ship is here, and it's a ship that Krov was aware of it being in the system, but had no other choice. There's a Letnev Coercer, a destroyer-class vehicle that belongs to the Letnev barony. So they're on the station somewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry to reach back in time. I thought I got it from the icon, but I don't remember you saying it. The scientist is a Letnev as well?
The scientist
Yeah.
is a Letnev.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's all. We can resume.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. That's probably important. Is that better, by the way?
Yes,
Yes.
it's working.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop the creepy ass music and just I don't know, we're in a city. What kind of music we do?
I don't know. Gas station music, whatever that means.
I don't really have gas station music. That's a weird one to have.
Cyberpunk Night City music.
Yeah, we could
That
just
works, too.
pretend that even though this is
Really
combat
nice
music for me
cowboy music.
normally.
I mean, either one works.
Sure. All right, you hop
Imagine
onto.
cowboy music, but with like synthwave in the background. What the fuck would that be?
I don't know.
Isn't that just like 70s and 80s sci-fi?
Bucky Rogers. Oh no, that's a different Shane. All right,
Right.
you
I
guys.
like where this is going.
I don't. You guys get onto the station. There's not much space to go around, but there's the nitrous place. The drones are hooking up your ship, by the way, and starting the refuel. A Winu greets you at the entrance. Hello, my name's Merrill. Welcome to Frontier Perch. Feel free to enjoy the Nitrous Bar and Grill. You can there convene with your allies and refuel your stomachs as well as your ship. If you have any questions about the fuel we use, I am the technician on board. I would just like to please advise that she like looks around at you all. You don't look like you're working for the Letnev barony, but they are currently under the impression that they own us, and we are letting them think that for our own safety. Please, let that happen, okay? We
So
don't
it's like
want any
Cloud
trouble
City.
until they
Let it
leave.
happen.
Do
Understood.
it. Understand? Very good. If you have any more questions, just find me in the production facility, either down below or up above. And if you have any problems, you can ask our owner, Kurtar on Verkon Al Scissoroon. Impetuous. Anyway,
Yeah.
enjoy your time here.
Yours actually going to speak up for one thing. How much would it be to? How good is your record keeping? Because we
Mountain
probably
Dew.
don't want to be remembered here. If you catch my drift, is there an extra fare to maybe make sure we aren't on no logs or anything?
Um,
The bookkeeping clean.
this is probably going to need a social check of
I was
some
gonna
sort.
say maybe Yara actually elbows Thraz and asks Thraz to make this request.
Yeah, or Crover, just basically because I know we all want to keep a low profile, so I'm elbowing somebody to basically
sure.
look and see like, hey, we were never here. We'll pay
Listen,
for extra to make sure everything's under the table.
We don't want any problems with the barony either. Perhaps we keep this one off the books, and I give you maybe another I don't know, 300 ore for the trouble that it might cause, something to smooth things over. I wonder if Thraz actually has an ability where you can just do this.
A discretionary tax.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where do I put that? Deep pockets. Bought info? No. Know somebody? No, that doesn't work. Friends in low places. Once per session, streetwise check in a populated world? I don't know. No, that's to buy an item. God damn it. Braz, I forget everything you do every time that I start a game.
Yeah, I wonder who made that character.
I know. He's been leveling up a while.
I mean, you could just have him roll just like a basic coercion or something, or a negotiation.
I found it.
That's probably fine.
Once per
Okay.
session, you can spend 2 story points to use You Owe Me One to have an NPC in the current encounter owe your character a big favor, up to 1,500 ore.
Damn.
If it
I
is
think
not
they
resolved by
need
the end
to
of the encounter.
You don't have anything to extort them with, though.
No,
We just
this
discussed
this is just a story thing. Like,
You can spend
it
2
becomes
story points
presumed.
to make up a reason why.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Listen, Kurtar and me go way back. Perhaps you can let him know that I took care of that high sea shipment that he was asking about. And maybe he gives us the fuel for free, and maybe he keeps us off of the books. Capisce? Do we have 2 story points to spend? Unfortunate. You guys do, so I'll just eat those up.
I see what you're doing. Stop! Somebody stop him!
Somebody stop him! Nolly, quick! Roll something! Very
I don't
well.
have anything to fix.
Please enjoy your time at the nitrous on us. You can order whatever you wish, but please be responsible about it. Looks
I'm gonna
at
get a
Shepard.
doggy bag.
I also just, as like a little flavor thing, when you were reading off the like stuff when she first showed up, I imagine she just has like a scrolling panel in front of her just reading off an ad read like, yes, and enjoy nitrous reading if you're enjoying.
She
And
was.
Don't forget to try our nitro coffee stout. Okay.
And if you want a signature straw to come with it, you can rocket that fuel straight into your stomach for an extra 2 ore.
Make sure to ask your server for an exhaust pipe straw limited time offer.
Anyway, enjoy your time here, cause no trouble. She kind of like eyes you all, and then leaves.
Can I knowledge tech that name she dropped?
Yeah, if you want. Lore check.
Yeah. Well, like if I don't have it, it's just knowledge, right?
Yeah, we'll call it knowledge 3.
Oh gosh. ain't gonna end well, but yeah, I didn't think so.
You don't recognize the name, but the fact that they have epithets like that assumes that
I
they
know.
must be Shikrai, and it assumes that they must have been like an important person at some point, because they have like things added to their name.
Let's make it quick, people.
All right,
Bring
you
some
guys,
doggy bags. We can bring it for the road.
you guys head to Nitrous. What do you guys see?
Nitrous.
Okay, Well, since I'm offering you guys the opportunity to
There's a
build
claw
this
machine.
place out. Awesome,
Oh,
love
Jesus
that.
Christ.
This is a
claw
tourist
machine
trap.
for yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Rad
space.
linoleum and a jukebox, as well as a mural that someone who was definitely never supposed to go into the arts painted on the wall.
Awesome.
Townie
And
Diner.
for your information, that was one of Meryl Merlana's first pieces that they did. It was for their husband, but they no longer are seeing each other, but they hung it up anyway.
That just made me sad.
Like, way to bring the mood down, Chris.
It's been working here for
Hell
a
yeah.
while.
It's depressing. It's supposed to be a depressing location.
Oh yeah, we getting depressy up in this messy.
Okay, there's a strip mall style barber shop in there. Like it looks like it should have everything you need for a good salon, but it's like everything looks slightly out of date or like more broken than it should be. And you see just a few people in there at any time, even though there's a lot more chairs empty.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
My addition is that there's another vehicle. Okay, I guess the question is this: is this like we mentioned like the London Courser? Is that like the only ship around us, or is this like a busy gas? Is it actually a busy gas station? I guess I should ask that first.
It's not super busy, but we can say that there's a few like very small ships. The Courser is the most large ship here.
Okay, it's the most noticeable ship.
Yes,
Okay.
it's like there's a bunch of people with like their cars strapped up to it, but this is like a huge ass truck, like one that takes up 5 parking spaces, and it's parked at the same space, like alongside all these normal ass cars.
Like, as an example, Nolly's escort fighter, the Mongrel, that has an FTL drive in it. It's just short distance. So there's probably quite a lot of these, like, 1 or 2 person ships that have FTL drives in them parked around here.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna say it's another ship that's basically comparable between the destroyer size, but it's more like a tour bus, like a galactic tour bus.
Oh
And
god, it's like a
there's,
retirement tour.
tourists visiting, and there's like a bunch of crowd, like taking like pictures and like things like that. Like, oh, look at that Bucky thing is like it's like, is that a platypus? What's a platypus? Like all that kind of like things.
It's a space platypus.
That's Nitro, the gas cloud.
Yeah.
Mommy, can I go play with the claw machine?
Can I play with Nitro the gas cloud? And the claw machine is filled
now-
with like stuffed clouds with eyes.
Yeah, a little like.
Just for the sake of it, I want to say that the tourists are all Nor.
Interesting.
Bucky-
Okay.
Sardagnor?
Yes.
They guide all of their little princesses off to their cheerleading event, off of the bus, and they're all like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're just doing that.
I'm disgusted by them all.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with a lot of this over work, so you guys had to suffer it too.
Sardagnor?
Bugs?
Yeah,
Oh,
the bugs
And tourists.
and their
Yeah,
tourists.
yeah.
Let me.
I have
What is
this
their symbol?
horrible
There we go.
image of a bunch of Sardak Nor and bug people in like Hawaiian shirts and glasses.
It's perfect.
Oh my god, yes.
They're
And cargo pants.
they're showing them a
You know
different
what?
culture.
The you know how like the in District 9, all like the prawns were wearing like some of the human clothing, like jackets.
Yeah.
Is like that, but
Oh, perfect.
but less depressing, more fun rather than oppressive.
Yeah, they're not wearing Hawaiian shirts. They're all wearing matching shirts so that they can find each other in a crowd. that say, what's the year?
I
Thir-
visited Nitrous,
30K
but all I got was this
59
lousy t-shirt.
class of 3259, and volleyball championship.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done now.
Okay.
Everybody good? We're done. So you guys head to the nitrous bar. You see all of this. There's so many Sardak Nor children that are being corralled, and it's quite distracting. But you also see at least one group of Letnev infantry. They have their weapons on them, but they are not like drawn. They're just hanging out at the bar, keeping an eye on all the Nor. Perhaps they don't want to cause any trouble just because they're simply outnumbered. But if they could do a very big crime if they wanted to with the guns that they have.
Hey, it's no difference from an open carry state.
You guys enter and go up to the bar, take a few seats, and you hear a tiny voice call out to you. Hey, what are you guys having? Order. And then a deeper voice follows it, and a Nazroka turns to you from behind the counter. They are working the. They are working the. What's the big the grill? They're working the grill.
The griddle.
Oh, like the
Griddle.
flat top griddle. Yeah.
The big flat top diner griddle.
Can I get 50 cheeseburgers, 50 French fries,
55
50 onion rings, 50 steak?
Tell me something.
I guess you guys are kind of hungry, huh? Well,
What do you guys want?
We can't just like give it to you. Like, you sure you can afford all that? Thraz just kind of says,
No.
Meryl said that it's on the house, courtesy of Kirtar.
Yara puts forward 10 RA just as a tip for now. You'll get more if you get it fast.
Oh, we can do it fast. Absolutely. Come on, Varish. We got this thing handled.
So the claw
Boy.
is the small one.
Yeah, Varish is the big one. They turn back and then they start like working everything. At one point, Cole hops off and like starts chopping some onions and stuff for the smash burgers they're getting ready. And it's kind of funny to watch because they have a bunch of tiny knives and they're just like chopping it like they're chopping firewood, but it's like shallots. And they're like jumping to like put them into a bowl. You can see why this symbiotic relationship needed to happen for the Nazroka, particularly for the small ones.
The Varish are kind of degrading, or the
So-
Roka are kind of degrading themselves, but
Sure. So, what brings you guys here?
tourism.
Oh, there's like we're just here to fill up gas.
Well, that's why
Yeah,
most
they-
people
have
come
we-
here.
Yeah.
Not a talkative bunch, huh? Well,
Why are you here?
I work here. What does that
Why?
do you mean? Why?
Of all
Why do
the
you want to
Buckies in the
work
world,
here?
Oh, so we are explorers, but we kind of explored everything that we wanted to, so we settled down here in this gas cloud. There's plenty of food and stuff to be had from the nearby Winu system and Mechatol Rex, so we see a lot of people. So we kind of take on the NRA's stance of exploration, but from an information standpoint, kinda.
From like a stay here and explore my 20 feet surrounding area type of exploration. Got it.
It's been thoroughly explored, and we have so many technological enhancements here. He starts chopping a tomato on a mandolin. I guess that's one of the
Amazing.
advancements.
That's right.
Fascinating.
you got doggy bags, clamshells, things like
Varish kind of like growls at you.
Because he said doggy bags to a cat.
Yes.
that. What's wrong with dogs?
You eat what you're
Oh
served.
god, there's gonna be some racist fights now.
Dog fights. They kind of snarl at you, and Cole goes, I mean, ideally you should be like eating everything, especially if you're getting it for free. You know, it's common courtesy usually.
No, I completely understand. I just, it's distance between systems. You've ever been on a really long flight before? Rations run out. It's always better to have something nice. As I said, I am going to probably pay you a little extra for this, of course.
Very well.
Gar slips another 10 ore.
Sure. They get you guys some extra rations for the road. I'll say that everybody has, I don't know, like 5 extra rations
Of smash burgers and fries.
Smash burgers and fries. I'm sure they will last.
Hey, we have like, they probably is like fridges and freezers and stuff, and we have ways for resuscitating things.
No,
Yeah,
surely. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna White Castle this shit.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what we're doing. Yar goes
Um,
back on board and flash freezes everything.
Well,
No,
if you
you,
guys
like,
want more privacy, you guys can head into the next room if you'd like. You don't have to stay at the bar. I mean, kind of loud in here.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll take it. We need to talk.
As everyone's getting up and moving tables, Nolly asks him, and she's like halfway through chewing her smash burger.
Hold on, before we go, have you guys seen like weird snake people come through here recently?
And she turns to the rest of the party, like,
I don't know, it just felt like the right thing to ask.
Sin looks very alarmed over at Nolly and just watches and waits.
Shepard just turns yellow. Nobody knows, like, Varish doesn't know what that means, but Shepard turns yellow for a second. The Nazroka kind of like looks at you and ponders for a second. We don't get too many of the snake folk around here. You're talking about the Druze, right? There's lots of
No,
snake
they can't.
people, so I want to be specific, but that's the biggest one.
Nolly kind of shrugs.
I mean, probably. I don't know.
We got one that comes through here pretty regularly, but like long intervals. I've been working here for a while, and they come by maybe once a month.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know. It felt like the right thing to ask. Okay, let's go.
Sure. And if you want to know anything else, I do keep my eyes peeled on most of the comings and goings. I'll tell you anything that I wasn't told not to.
Just as a little thing though, don't tell too many people about us if that's fine.
Oh, yeah, keep it hush-hush. Enough talking. Burgers. Right, yeah. I'm on those shallots. Tomatoes. Yeah, oh, I'm doing the tomatoes. I got the mandolin going. Quickly. You guys head into the next room. You head into the next room, and there's plenty of seating around here. There's a few, like, humans. There's a few Winu. Maybe a little more Winu than normal, because we're near their system. But of note, there's also quite a few Sar, and most of them are wearing similar garb to the outfits that you guys saw before. They see you come in,
Same Yar? Or same
and
Sar?
one of them like kind of like leans over and talks to the other one, and another one like leans back over the chair, like their arm over the chair to look at you, and then a few of them like stand up. Their ears are like back as if they're cautious and aggressive.
Are those the same guys we met before?
Oh,
They-
Christ.
They sure do look like them.
I don't believe we met them, per se, formally. Kind of just kicked their asses a little bit, but
Should we say something?
that's on you.
Just because I'm a Sar? Not all
Yeah.
Sars know each other.
That
If you see a Shikrai around here, it'll be on me.
they start
That's
approaching
kind
you
of fair.
guys.
They'll probably pick a fight. Be on guard.
Yara is kind of like, okay, fine, that's fair. It stands up a little bit.
I'll back you up.
How can I help you today, gentlemen?
They walk over to you guys, and one of them kind of looks you up and down. Hey, you're the guys that killed Braga.
Yes, and we also spared you, so no harm, no foul.
Kind of like look at each other, and one of them was like had their hand hovering over like a pistol, but they kind of like let it down. So we're not gonna have any trouble, are we?
we're just here for the smash burgers and refueling.
They kind of growl under their breath and kind of look at each other. Fine. Just don't bother us. We've done enough harm. They go back to sitting with their group.
Hold on. What? It might be a little pushy, but what are you guys gonna do now? It seemed like Braga was kind of an iron fist, but that probably also means you don't have to follow her agenda anymore.
No, we don't. We don't have any call whatsoever. The SAR haven't had a call in decades, from what I've heard. And they just kind of like look at each other. Braga was the only thing really keeping us together. As awful as she was. Now, we just don't have anything. No reason. They all flew off, okay? We're the only ones that are
Everyone
left.
up their own way?
Everybody that had a ship of their own, they're all off somewhere else. We stuck together because we know each other, but we only have like 2 fighters between us. We had to refuel. The others fled quickly.
You guys don't have a station?
You're a SAR, right?
Yeah, I was part of a smaller group, but we at least had a station at one point.
No SAR clan has a station. Unless you're like back in Jorun. No way we're staying there, though. We took out our own way. Clan Rue was a mighty force to be reckoned with, and then it slowly, people drifted away. Braga took control, more people drifted away. Braga left, and now more people drifted away, and it's like the SAR are just... we're not a group anymore. Nothing telling us what to do.
That's kind of the liberating part sometimes, but I get what you're saying.
Yara,
guys-
you know from being a SAR that the call is a thing for the SAR. It's an instinct that drew them like across the galaxy to like an ancient asteroid field to follow a like powerful progenitor like captain. And people talk about the call like it's this mythical thing that draws them and gives them purpose. But if they're saying that they haven't felt the call and don't know any SAR that have, there's probably something like wrong.
Messing with it?
Maybe not messing with it, but like they're lacking something. They're lacking that leadership that brought them together the first time.
Okay. Yara's gonna turn to Krob for a second. We do have a station that's pretty big. What if we got some temps? Would that be too much to ask?
Oh no, he is back. He did BRB for a second.
Yeah, what's up?
So we were talking about the call, the thing about basically these SARs don't have a purpose, and I was turning to Krob to basically ask if we could hire these guys to be temps on the station, possibly. Since we actually now have a pretty big base.
Sure. Yes, purpose. Yeah, that'd be good.
More hands might be useful in certain ways.
Through gritted teeth.
No. It's actually like it's not gritted teeth, but it's kind of like this concern. But at the same time, it's like, no, this could be good. There's like he's thinking like mumbling into himself. This could be good.
He's plotting a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I turn to the others. Would y'all be okay if maybe some extra hands at the station at least until these guys could figure out something bigger? The field needs always some more work on.
Actually, the question is this: like, I know that we only have like 5 in a group right now. How many of them are actually there?
There is we'll say 2 minion groups of 5. So like 10 SAR.
Okay, so are we recording 10? Because like the ship was like 100, but it's like I know like that could have been like maybe they disbanded or whatever.
They did disband.
Yeah,
That's what they
so-
were talking about while you were away. They diaspora
so-
as soon as Braga died.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this
there's
is
10
just
of
a
you.
small faction. That's why I'm like, the station could probably house them.
Yara,
if we
I'm
get
gonna
into
have
it, then
you make a leadership check.
Okay.
I know it's not your forte, but this will be difficulty
Big
3.
dog now.
If you'd like, maybe somebody could help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Krob for a little backup on this.
Okay, I'm just gonna do like like a conductors when they need to like raise a voice, they do, like the little hand gesture thing. As like Yar's talking, I'm just gonna like a little pick it up a little, make the voice sound forceful. I go to conducting.
Maybe you kind of get Yara's attention and like put your shoulders back and chin up, and, like point to
Yeah.
your chin and like beat your chest as you like puff it out a little bit. Like, come on, do it. Show some leadership. Awesome.
All right. What's the difficulty? And I will use a story point.
Nice.
Please don't roll a critical fail. It'll be so embarrassing.
How embarrassing. It's okay. You can't
this is
crit
gonna be
fail unless
close.
there's red dice.
So do I get a boost from Krav?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be good.
A boost, an
This
upgrade,
is-
difficulty 3. Basically just
Pretty
raw
even.
presence. Oh.
Nope.
We'll think
Might need
about
some
it.
help.
They're not sure if they can trust a group of non-SAR, especially one that supplanted their leader, but they're not saying no. You didn't fail the check. So I'm gonna say that they'll talk about it.
I'm gonna take out like a little data drive, and basically, first I'm gonna put my savant, type in a few things, and take out a little data drive. Hey, listen, you probably got a navigator. Send a message to these coordinates, and we can talk. If you ever interested. And I basically sent them to like a midway point so I can like communicate with them later. Like
Okay.
probably like a skip. Basically, I figure there's probably a point where you can drop messages close to where our station is without revealing where our station is, type thing. To
Sure.
give them the direct coordinates
I would warrant that.
later.
There's a proxy location.
Exactly. Here's the Wi-Fi or like proxy phone number type thing. Contact if you're interested later.
They kind of grab it and like look at you. They just kind of before every decision they all like look at each other, and then one of them just nods, and then they go back to their table and they start talking in hushed tones, but they're no longer aggressive. You guys breathe like a sigh of relief as there's not going to be a conflict. Nolly's horking down some burger. Sin is watching excitedly about these humans and their eating. Shepard as well is munching on some plates. And Zaldenrock is kind of like poking maybe at the burger. I don't know.
I have a smush burger.
You have a smush
Yeah,
burger.
he's pulling the sesame seeds off of the bun and eating those.
Wait, would Zaldenrock like fries?
Probably.
Seagulls like
Yeah.
fries, so stands to
Yeah,
reason.
So
Is there
Okay,
space
can I-
ketchup?
Hey,
I start like, do you want
it's
some fries,
green.
Zalden?
Okay, good call.
oh, remember the green ketchup?
Yes. All right. One more thing. I'm gonna spend a story point. Krav, as you go back and you're like, I guess I'll get some napkins or something. Keep an eye on these like Letnev. Make sure that I keep my head down in my disguise, because you're not supposed to be alive. As Gervald, you're Krav now. You look back to them and you see a terrifying sight to you. There is a Letnev there, with short white hair, as most of them have, an eye patch and a scar beneath it, and a tight black leather outfit that is kind of featureless compared to the rest of these Letnev
fuck.
soldiers. And you recognize this as one of your other brothers. He hasn't noticed you yet, and you duck back into the other room. It's Evandal Perrin Arkrai, an agent of the Simfen, the Letnev secret spy service.
Yep, they're the CIA. This is really fucking bad.
They're the CIA brackets real life brackets. Yes, that bad.
Yes, that bad.
Okay,
As
my
bad as
character
the real
like,
life CIA.
I don't need to roll. My character feels like 10 stress immediately.
It's
Oh,
this was a
fuck.
worse decision than you realized, and a much riskier fuel trip than intended. You might as well have just died. Maybe you think to yourself,
Again.
"We gotta
will.
salvage this."
Yara just goes, "Hey, you wanna take the chocolate milkshake? I forgot to mention I can't have the
Okay,
chocolate
chocolate
milkshake."
milkshake. I can't.
Okay. Like I'm gonna go over to the table real quick. And
Hmm?
I'm just gonna go like all right, things things that potentially become dire.
I know there's a Shikrai. There may be a Shikrai. I understand. We need to act.
No, no.
Oh, no. Okay. Never mind.
Listen, if we all kill ourselves right now quickly, we might be able to get this over with.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. It's the fucking CIA. I can say this. There's a. We need to lay real low. Like I can.
Nolly immediately starts sliding down in her chair.
Yeah, like
Yeah, kind of saw that
yeah,
coming.
I personally think we should not. Okay, I need to do like a recall. But like what? Okay, so when my execution was displayed, Zolderrock was present. Who was also shown on camera?
Whew.
Good.
I don't
question.
remember.
I do not remember
Well,
either
well,
as
we
the
never,
DM.
We don't have a video, so like it doesn't really work. So that's what I'm like narratively like I say Yara is not
Who
on
might
camera.
be recognized, I guess, is what you're getting at.
Maybe because probably someone was restraining him, right? So like maybe Shepard.
Yes, I think Shepard was restraining me, and Zalvarmak shot me.
And honestly, is the
then-
most recognizable among you as the biggest
it-
and robotest and rarest.
Yeah, and then Zalvarmak is the shooter, so he'll be most recognizable. He's
Hmm.
like,
I shot. Who did
Yeah,
I
you
shoot?
shot Gervalt when you pretended to kill him.
you weren't here, Shane, right?
Ooh.
I wasn't.
Whoops. That's fine. We used your
Zoltan
character
Rock
to
participated.
fake Gervalt's death.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so I was
Yeah, I'd
not
do
the one
that.
who picked him up. Your character is not in control. You shoot someone anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's what I would do.
Zaldanrock believed he had a real gun.
Oh wait, this thing wasn't loaded.
Yeah. So while you were gone, Shane, how I got away with the whole group was that I was shown to be defecting, and then you shot me in the comms, like, and then like everyone like basically saw my execution by
Right.
you, and then I
Okay.
was medically saved off camera, like off the literal camera.
Right. So I'm in danger.
Yes.
Cool.
So you, Shepard, and Krav are all in danger, essentially.
Yes. So like, I think we need to take 3 different routes. Us 3 need to take 3 different routes and make our way back to the ship. The rest of you, also, before I go, I want to do relay important information. Yara, make your report. I'm pointing toward the Winu artifact, the bomb.
Oh, so I should.
You
Yeah,
should,
Meta wise, just for a second, you're telling me to I would have had time to look at this.
Yeah, spill the beans on that.
Okay,
Because we were
all right.
going to talk about it anyway after a 24-hour period, but we got distracted by the gas station. So we were
Okay,
gonna
that's what
talk
you're saying.
anyway.
All right, yeah, okay, she'll do that. So
Okay, so basically
I'll wait until
everyone,
Krav gets out of the sight and do that though.
yeah,
Not drawing attention type thing.
yeah. So draw that. The medical report. If I survive, then you can describe this one. I'm gonna point my thumb at Nolly, like this one's condition. I understand the medical staff have been working hard upon it, but if there's anything to report me once we're out of the situation. I, for one, am thinking of making myself scarce, and Zaldenrock and Shepard, you make yourself scarce at the appropriate time. Leave the stealth discretion to you. Sin, advise them if they're facing any trouble.
Would a distraction be helpful?
Very hard
That's
to
not
hide this
all the
beast.
problem. Like there's we have a tourist group of Nor anyway. It's like they wouldn't fire openly. Like we don't want to cause an international incident, and they wouldn't shoot openly. Even if, however,
Are you sure about
if they
that?
identify you guys as my killers, like you will be pursued. And
Grov.
that's the last thing.
I understand that this is imperative that we cannot be caught by the Letnev. However, our ship is not full. It's going to take a few hours to fuel an entire destroyer-class vessel.
Yeah.
Well,
but,
Rob can hide on the ship for now.
yeah. Like
I see, perhaps. Okay, I understand.
yeah. I will try to make my way along the shortest route possible. Actually, yeah, Zelda, you take the shortest route. You are the most, and Shepard, you take the shortest route. I'll try to circle around. Rendezvous back as soon as you can. Anyway, Yara, you know what to brief them. I shall join you guys later on the bridge.
Graz like gets up to go like look
Yeah.
around the corner to make sure that we have eyes on the target. And he looks back and he kind of sits down and he goes, Yorvot, I'm going to come with you. I sold that guy drugs.
That twink in the black skin suit? Yeah, no, I sold him some high C.
Yes. Also, Loki may have seen your brother's junk, but let's do that another day.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna roll my eye. It's like, fine.
We get back to the ship. Let's call
You're
it
like-
for the night.
Okay.
You're like,
a fine place.
That's so Evandal.
All right. Thank you, everybody that came out to watch. I thought tonight's session was pretty fun. So we will do a raid into another person, and then we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Take care, y'all.
Good night. And
Bye
a good
now.
productive session.
Yep, I gotta get going. See
Agreed.
you guys.
I see ya. This one went a lot better than expected.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
And good lighthearted diner fun as well, which I think was a good release.
Till the CIA ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that was a good twist. Okay, finally the raid's ready. Bye.
I figured that you were gonna